online?
I'm asking if you can honor the $5 on the app that I scanned. I'm asking for help because that's what it says.
And I did show it to you online where it's listed as $11, right?
But it says here $5 though. So where's the disconnect?
Then
where's the disconnect?
Check out. But if it's not helping me,
bro, it says associate can help, bro. Bro, you're no help, bro. You're no help.
You have to leave. Have a great day. Husband, see? Please leave.
Huh?
I don't know how that works.
You don't know how it works. Okay, I'll transfer it to you. Void whatever you just scanned. Get rid of it because you guys should know what scan and go is, right? It says I can pay at the register, so it'll bring up everything that I have. You know what I mean? You take it, it's gone. Try to do scan and go. Told me to just bring it to our register, but then it said to check the items, but I don't know. I'm just gonna transfer it to the register so it all comes up and I can just pay. Yo. That actually says I already paid. So my card is paid for. Yeah, that's fine. So it says I already paid. So I'm already paid for. Yeah. Yeah, everything in the card. I'll show the guy up there. He's gonna check me anyways. Yeah, scan and go. It's supposed to be scan and go, not scan and wait. It's supposed to be quick. Thank you. I'm finding a price checker in here. It's a little tough. They have a click and find over there, but I don't know. If this Lego's like lower, we're definitely taking the Legos, and I gotta check out sneakers too. So full car gang all day. Let's go. $27. So we're gonna get it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that. Not something that I would collect. But look at that. Bro. Just look at that. We're gonna pay $27. That's a quad up.
Double up.
This place is unbelievable, dude. We got an extra large car right now. Mega profits. Let's go. All right, guys. Trip one. We've got a lot of good stuff. There's nothing posted over there.
Oh, it's super perfect.
Says who?
It says my name.
Where is it over there?
And none of those rules are posted.
Right, none of the rules are posted, so I would just like to ring out and I'm gonna just leave. So,
Unfortunately, we can't. It's super perfect.
where is it posted?
It's a store rule.
Where? Where is the store
It's
rule?
store policy.
Show me the store policy.
Eventually.
Do you guys have who's the manager here tonight? I just would like to speak to them. It's already in a carriage. If you could tell them in electronics.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's not a problem. They sometimes we do it just based on
Alright, do you have a mask by chance?
I don't. That's okay. I know Florida doesn't have a mask mandate. I've been pretty good so far.
Alright, well, I cannot serve you if you're not wearing a mask.
We're literally getting all of this.
Fuck your mask, kid!
$4.54. That's crazy. I'm already finished. I already finished it, yeah.
When you scan, you have to put them aside so we know exactly what to do.
Yeah, no, it's all set. I didn't want to unpack it, though. It's all big items.
Yeah. We have to know.
Yep, we already got them. Excuse me. You okay?
They're there for
You good?
me. Yeah.
You do this to anybody else, though? Just wondering.
No, I work.
I know you work.
Security cameras on the
Right.
house.
Are you security, though? Are you asking protection? Or are you
Well,
just trying to, like, make sure to help people here? You know
No,
what I mean?
we have to air.
Do you mind if I get in there so I can scan the stuff? Or
no, that's not allowed.
No? I'm gonna need a little bit of your time, so if you're just gonna stand there and hold the games here, I mean they're clearance items, I'm not gonna run off and steal them. Nope, I don't want that one. I want to scan every one of them, so that's why I'm saying, can you just stand there and I can like just do it really quick? This is becoming not very helpful right now.
Well, I can't leave the case unlocked.
I don't want you to leave the case unlocked. I just want to be able to. Okay, I don't want that one.
They're all coming up as they're marked. Oh yeah, these are with the clearance of the department manager with the map.
I need to scan the front of it because the barcode's not working, so I just need to do a little image scan. Y'all able to grab the manager?
Print it up.
No, I don't need to print it. I just want to talk to your manager.
You're good? I am. Give me a second. Yes, love.
She's yelling out shit in front of everybody. That's just uncalled for. So I don't know. Are you the manager?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So No, you yelled out front. You said you yelled to me when I was walking. You said, "You want to pay for the item? Like, am I stealing it or something?"
I said you want the
I'm not
receipt.
stealing it.
I
No,
didn't
that's
ask
not what
you
you
what
said.
you
That's not what you said. You want to know why? Because we got cell phones and we get it on video. So what are you talking about? You lying? Stop lying. Right?
I'll be with you in a
Stop
second, okay?
lying. So I paid for this item.
So it went.
A bunch of this
it went
stuff
through.
here. I know it went through because I was trying to show you on the app.
Okay.
So I paid all this stuff right on the purchase, right?
Okay.
And then I needed to make a second purchase because I forgot I wanted to use my rewards. So I used this. I had $17.
Okay.
And didn't charge me anything.
Yeah, because that's the Target rewards.
Correct. And
Okay.
that's what I tried to explain. But she's trying to tell me I didn't pay for the item. And then as I'm walking, she yells out in front of everybody, "Do you want to pay for that item?"
And on the walkie.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear me on the walkie?
No, she called
Exactly.
me.
I called her.
Come on. It's cool, but like, you know what I mean? Don't lie. I know you're embarrassed, but it's cool.
I'm embarrassed.
All right.
I'm embarrassed.
But I'm good, right? Like I'm not stealing?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
appreciate you. Thank you. I'll be back in too. I gotta get some more stuff. Thank you. Easy, man. I'll be back in too. I can't.
We're not crazy, man. Just let us do our job now.
But you're not part of doing your job. You're being a little crazy, man. You guys counted 6. My man was right.
No.
He counted
No,
6, right?
It's 7 there. It's 7 yards there.
But that's not 7, man. That's something different on the receipt. That's 4 different things, man. He already did his
No,
job.
but he has 7.
No, I don't.
Sorry. Did you just do the self-checkout over
I did.
Sorry.
Don't they do that at the door?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. I had a problem yesterday too. I had to speak to a manager, but it's okay. All right, I fit 20 on here. I need to find another card to get the rest. All right, we got them. 32 of them, plus the Bujitsus. $10 a piece. We're gonna hold that big price. Let's go experience the Walmart red carpet special. See how good they treat us. Are they gonna tell us 20 items or less? Or are they gonna understand when I tell them scan and go? And the regular registers cannot. I mean, I guess they could, but I don't know if they could because I've been denied. So we're gonna go to self-checkout because that's what Scan and Go tells us to do. Just be respectful. Cool with that, Steve? Is that cool with you like that? I can turn it away if you're not.
I don't want to be in it.
All right, cool. We gotta be respectful. I see you peeking. You wanna be in it?
No.
I see you peeking over
What
there.
happened? Are you live?
Curiosity got you famous. You know what I mean? Ready? Watch this. Watch this. Ready? What's up, man? Hi. How you doing? Have a good night. Can't stop the hustle. He's probably looking like. There's no way. Whew, saying I don't buy my stuff. Who's saying I ain't buying this stuff, man? Like I don't buy my hustle. Come on. You guys know better. All right, cool. 323, we got 215. Uh-oh, we got somebody chasing me. He's chasing me. He's like, hello, hello. What's up?
You see receipt? Can I see receipt?
Oh, there's no way you're chasing me out here right now in the parking lot.
Why?
Excuse me, unless you're accusing me of stealing,
You know.
there's no way, dude. Dude, you just ran down the parking lot.
I don't want to see receipt because he told me you check receipt. That's why.
You just ran down the parking lot. You were like, oh,
No.
right?
I just request you.
Check it out. Let's look at it together. Sheesh.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
What's your name? What is it?
Rajesh.
Rajesh. My man. Have a good night. Oh man, these people so lucky, man. Yo, homeboy ran from Walmart. See, this is why I love lives. You never know what's gonna happen. Like, homeboy ran out of the front door like, sir. I'm gonna take them all, so don't even bother.
Take them all.
This whole thing's coming with me, so. Getting some for yourself? No?
No.
You can at least smile.
Miserable.
Pounds.
They're not gonna be sold. Excuse me.
What is going on in this Walmart right now, bro? All right, so we're gonna pay with a different card. Transfer to register, scan the barcode. Okay, 4. As long as it says that, 4.
Sir, for how many items you pay?
5. Have a good day.
Receipt, sir.
Ma'am, I suggest you let go, ma'am.
Receipt.
Am I stealing?
Receipt.
Am I stealing? You don't want a lawsuit.
Nose picker!
Ma'am.
Eee!
Ma'am. I'm telling you right now. Hey, get a manager, because the next call is going to be to my fucking lawyer. Get a manager right now. And get head of security, too. Do it again. These Walmart-ass clowns, bro. Walmart warriors at their finest, bro. Come on, man. They don't know who they're messing with, honestly. We're going to go back inside.
Let's go, baby. What the heck? Why is there no... What the heck? There's no camera. Why isn't there a camera? Oh, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's always something. There is always something. Give me a second. This fucking thing. There's always something, man. Hold on. Jesus. Let's see. Always something. I changed my USB hub, and every time I change my USB hub, my camera has to be like redone. There we go. See? Like, it's just so stupid, bro. It's stupid. It's stupid, though. It's a stupid, though. You know what I mean? It's just, look. I have to redo everything. Like, bring it down here, and then we have to adjust this, right? Like, we have to bring, there we go. Now we're full. What is up, gang? Man, Jesus. Can we get something, like, working right? Something? What is up? Welcome to the live. Listen, I got a great show. We have a ton of great content, great videos to check out. I'm going to attempt. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off. I'm going to attempt to stream 3 times a week. I'm going to try it. I know a lot of you simple-minded mother effers, you guys aren't really interested in Amazon FBA anymore. Because if I do a Q&A, you guys ain't asking no questions. Nobody watches about Amazon FBA anymore. We just want to chill, have a good time, have fun. Man, I got some good content. Today, we're talking about food stamps. Bro. What happened to my... Oh, my God. Guys, this is so annoying. I don't know why. Let me see. Let me test the chat bot. Stupid. I had to reset everything. Let me see if the chat bot... I have to change the camera here, too. Okay, guys. Hold on. Now I need a camera on this, too. So, I guess apparently we need to add a camera. We could just do this. Boom. Bam. Bada bop. Boom. Pow. Put that there. And then we have to bring this here because we're not prepared, right? And then what we do is we're just going to drag this down to right there, right? And then take that, boom, and now we have the format. Woohoo! But now the fucking chat box ain't working, bro. This shit ain't working. Oh my goodness. Chat is not working, bro. Can we I mean, it looks like oh my God. It looks like the chat's working, kinda, right? Like it's working, but it's not working. So let's see. Production. I had it all working last time, and now it's freaking, it's being stupid now. There we go. Now it's reading it. Jeez, man. Do I have to do this every single time? It's kind of annoying, man. I'm not going to lie. It is kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying to like... All right. Somebody throw some in the chat real quick. Let's just test this chat out, man. Let's test this chat out real quick. I just want to test the chat to make sure it's working. That's all. It looks like it's reading the YouTube up there now, so let me see. Test. I'll test it myself. Let's see. There we go. Okay. All right, cool. Now we can finally get into today's show. Today's show, we got a bunch of stuff, man. We've got snapping food stamps, cutting off, Rockstar Flipper. He does a pretty good job. Actually, I'm starting to like his content. He talks about a lot of stuff that's relatively relative to what we do, right? Like, he's a reseller. We were resellers, right? He talks about Walmart. We talking about Walmart. Can we talk about that picture and that lady, though? Ugh, Jesus. My God. But we're going to talk Kim K talking about how she thinks the moon landing was fake. Do you think the moon landing was fake? I don't know. We're going to get into it, though. Let's check this out. Rockstar Flipper. Snapping food stamps cut off today, which was 2 days ago. America's raging as Trump deploys $6 billion emergency funds. Some of the stuff these people say is absolutely asinine and ridiculous. What up, G, bro? Check this out.
I won't admit this because I know how y'all are, but y'all aren't really outraged that the food stamps EBT shit is about to get shut down. Y'all are really outraged because now you're going to have to take the money you normally buy weed, wigs, bundles, get your nails done. Y'all are going to have to take those funds and buy food now.
All right, it is officially November 1st, 2025, and today is the cutoff for EBT and
It's actually November 3rd, just saying.
SNAP benefits going out to Americans, 42 million Americans to be exact. And there's been a lot of updates, and I did a couple of videos, and people asked me to update it on what has happened with the government, the shutdown with Donald Trump, and some other news that's come out. So we're going to go ahead and look over a few clips, but we're also going to talk about where we're at with today, November 1st, Saturday, and where we're at November 3rd on Monday. So let's jump into these clips, and let's talk about these SNAP and EBT.
By the way, if you want to, listen, I love shouting out people. He just actually dropped an update today, with today being Monday, November 3rd, just like he said. And the update's up. So after this live, if you want to check out that update, you can head over to Rockstar Flipper and check out the update he did today.
Benefits and what is going on in this country with the government shutdown, because it's something all of you need to know.
Hey.
All right, we're going to start with this lady who actually worked in the industry and can give you a little bit more updated news. And the long story short is they are ruling that Donald Trump and that the government as a whole has to at least partially fund the EBT and SNAP benefits. They have an emergency fund of $6 billion divided by 42 million Americans is like $142 per average family or household. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's at least something to get started until they can work this out.
$142. My goodness. Wouldn't it be better just to get a job?
Hopefully this coming week. Check out what she has to say about it.
It is now November, and here's an update on what's going on with SNAP benefits. If you're new here, my name is Crystal. I am a social worker and a caseworker. I have been working in the social service field for over 10 years. I also worked at the SNAP EBT welfare office for over 6 years. I have processed hundreds of SNAP cases, and here's an update on what's going on with SNAP for the month of November. So on October 31st, a federal judge issued an emergency order telling the USDA that they must resume SNAP benefits, which was set to expire on November 1st. She ordered them to provide details to the court no later than Monday, November 3rd, on how they plan to fund this program and keep it going during the shutdown.
Let me ask you this, $142. Couldn't you make more at a minimum wage job? Just saying. I'm pretty sure you could. Now, obviously there's anomalies like handicap, right? Disabilities, right? But like, you know, some disabilities ain't really a disability, if you know what I'm saying.
So whether they plan on issuing people's deposits in full or just giving them a partial amount, they are required to tell the judge what they're going to do by Monday, November 3rd. So the USDA has an emergency fund that has about $6 billion in it that she is telling them to use to fund the SNAP program for the month of November.
And so there are 42 million people that receive benefits.
42 million people. How many people live in this country? Is it just north of 300 million? Like for the population of the United States, is it 3? Not including the illegals that just came over. Not including them. 300 something million. A sixth, almost a sixth, if not a sixth, if it's over 300 million, right? A sixth, 1 out of 6, maybe 1 out of 7 get benefits. That's complete trash.
42 million people divided out through that $6 billion is about $142 per person. So if you have a household, you might be able to get, a mother and some kids, maybe able to get $300, $400, $500. Also, I don't know if she updates it in this video. We'll see in a second, but this is state by state. A lot of states have a lot of different things happening. Even though it is federal, states are being basically told to do what they want or how they can do things depending on the way that they work. Florida, much different than California, obviously New York, Texas, wherever it is that you live. It could just be based on your state, whether you get no funds, partial funds, or full funds. But we're going to see later in this video some people that just crash out over it.
This fund is set aside specifically for emergencies. And for whatever reason, the government doesn't feel that 42 million people not getting their SNAP benefits is an emergency. The judge that made this ruling is essentially saying this is the emergency that the...
Here's the thing, this is what drives me absolutely crazy. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I don't care if I get smoked for it. Here's the thing. How do you plan your life to live off of benefits? How do you plan your life to live your life with a handout? I'm not talking about people who might need it. We're talking about, look, there's people that need it. But let's be completely honest. There's a lot of retarded people out there that abuse the system. Probably more than would actually need it, right? Those people you see all the time. You see them. You see the family of 8. They take their family road trip to Walmart, filling up 1-2 carts, meats, and all this shit. And here you are, Joe Budden, friggin' behind them. You work your behind off to try to feed yourself, your family, or whatever. And you got to work your ass off because you don't qualify for help. It really pisses me off. It's a real problem. It's a real problem. And the thing is this. Of course there's going to be some good people that need the benefit. Disabled. Can't get out there and work. You can't develop those skills. Even though I'll counter my argument and say, look, what I do online with the Amazon Influencer Program, where I don't have to lift physical products up, what I do on YouTube, where I'm not lifting physical products up, right? I feel like anybody, even with, depending on the disability, if you're in a wheelchair, you can still do reviews. If you get your social media up, you can apply, do your thing. If you're in a wheelchair, you can be creative. You got to research. You got to grind. Nobody has that. Nobody has that lion heart anymore. Nobody has it in them to be like, oh, I'm going to make it. Everyone's just like, the government owes me. The government owes me. The government don't owe you shit. Nothing. Nada. Nobody owed you shit. Nobody owes you anything. It's and I knew this was going to happen watching this video because it really pisses me off. It's like people just give up. Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to depend on somebody. I'm going to die on the side of the road if I don't get my fucking Hershey's bar, Diet Coke, and trash fucking food. It's just, all right, let's just, I digress.
This fund was allocated for. So within the next few days, the federal government has to show this judge that they are attempting to fund the SNAP program with this emergency fund. So it sounds like the program is going to be funded soon, but they don't have a date because this is still very much an ongoing process. So of course, I'll keep you guys up to date on the...
And of course, she's wearing a Wicked shirt from the movie Wicked. It's another trash movie. But of course, she's wearing a Wicked shirt.
Changes that's happening with the SNAP program. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.
How about you throwing a Wizard of Oz? Because that's the original. How's that? Why don't you throw a Wizard of Oz, huh? Why don't you throw on like the original movie? Why are you wearing a Wicked shirt? You know the movie Wicked was actually a drug movie. It was actually made for drugs until they redid it and totally ruined The Wizard of Oz.
And I hope this helped.
I do appreciate somebody who's on the inside.
Fund Americans only, ladies, says Johnny Swag. I couldn't agree with you anymore, man. Couldn't agree with you anymore.
Out of the program, who knows what she's talking about, isn't just posting a bunch of crap up on social media for views. She obviously works in the field for a decade and on EBT for 6 of those years. So good on her. I appreciate that. And make sure you do go give her a follow. It's Abundantly Crystal on TikTok. I just don't understand.
I ain't giving her a follow just because she's wearing the Wicked shirt.
And how the greatest country in the world with the biggest
Someone should tell her to go to wicked.com.
Let's go! Economy, or one of the biggest economies, can't get the most basic of things correct. It just seems like we are a 3-ring circus in this country. And I don't mean Republicans and Democrats, just the whole government as a whole. It doesn't matter who's in charge. Why do we always have these problems? All right, this young lady has a bit of a...
Oh, boy. Oh, it's gonna make me so mad. I know. It's gonna make me so... I'm gonna try my hardest. I promise.
Meltdown that she's not happy about November 1st being No Snap November. Let's see what she has to put into this.
And another thing. If the government doesn't open back up and quit trying to take my food stamps because their asses want to be fucking petty little bitches, they better figure it out. Because at this point, if we don't get food stamps come November, we're going to have to do like a block party, a potluck type shit. Everyone's going to have to bring a dish. Because life is too unaffordable to go out here without food stamps.
Get a fucking job!
I don't have time for it. These old hoes better get it together.
I'm gonna have a fucking meltdown. I don't pre-watch these. I need you to understand. I don't pre-watch any of these videos. This is all when you're seeing it. I'm seeing it, and it's pissing me off.
Quickly, I don't care.
I mean, some people are already talking about doing that, getting together as a community, getting together as multiple households and putting their, pulling their funds and doing what they can to get as much as they can. So she's not completely wrong. And there's a lot of people that genuinely...
She is completely wrong. You wouldn't have to depend on food stamps if you had a job, if you applied yourself, if you went out and did a little something. So you didn't have to depend on the government. The government assistance was never meant for you to depend solely on it. It was meant to help you until you get on your
need these benefits. There's, of course, a lot of people that don't need them, that take advantage of them, sell them.
Most people.
Or just should get a job. But she's right.
Thank you. Get a job. It's that simple. We all have to work. Sometimes we don't like what we do, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
There's a lot of people that do rely on this, and we're gonna have to see what happens. It's an ongoing situation. She adds in one more thing just as a bit of a comedic relief, but she's not.
Hey, she has a new outfit on, right? She could buy a new outfit. She can color her retarded looking hair 2 different fucking colors. She can afford hair dye. Glasses, those look pretty cool. Pretty snazzy. What about the cell phone? How about the $1,500 fucking iPhone you're probably recording on, Barbara? She looks like a fucking Patricia.
Not actually kidding. Her Thanksgiving food meal ideas.
Jesus
We're gonna
Christ.
be eating fucking chili cheese dogs.
What kind of shirt has the turtle on it?
For Thanksgiving if we don't get our food.
You don't need any more food. You need Zepbound. You need a Zempic, bitch.
Stamps come November.
I like chili cheese dogs, actually, but no, not for Thanksgiving.
You don't need no cheese dogs.
That's
you need Ozempic
to put into this ongoing issue. Now, this lady put out a 7-minute video. I'm not going to play the whole.
The one thing I can't stand truly is when people put their kids in their videos like this. I'm not talking about like you take pictures at dinner with your kids. You're out to dinner. You have a family outing. First of all, when you have your saggy milk bags out and you put your kid on there, I already know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. It's going to piss me off. Just this whole video is pissing me off.
Thing. I'm just going to cut this one through and skip ahead, but she talks.
We're only 6 minutes into this video.
It's about legitimately losing her SNAP benefits. She has her child on here, and the comment section went ballistic on her because she has what looks like a bunch of stuff hanging on the walls that she could sell, and she responded to some of those comments, especially about the guitars, that she does actively have them on Facebook Marketplace, trying to scrounge up money from anywhere you can. But what happens when you sell that stuff and you use that to buy groceries and pay bills, and then next month comes? It's always a thing of next month. What are you doing to better yourself next month? Like, if you're just scraping by this month, you need to do something to get better so that next month you don't have this problem, because next month you won't have your guitars or whatever it is you do to scrounge up.
These people so used to having full cart gang all the time. Now they have empty cart gang, and they don't abandoned cart gang, and they don't know what to do.
Money. You got to find a way. So listen to what she says.
Got to find a way.
This is like a prime example of this is a SNAP benefit person.
I just wanted to make a post because sorry, I was crying a little bit. But
that's another thing. That's another thing. If you actually have to set up the phone to cry on camera, you're a retard. I'm just going to say that. You're a complete retard. If you set up your phone with your kid, nonetheless, to actively either fake or cry.
I receive SNAP benefits. I don't know, I'm a little embarrassed to say that, I guess, but...
You should be! You look like you can go to work! And guess what? They have child programs. So you don't have to worry about your little one. Your little one could use an education. And your little one could be in like a nice little school. You could get benefits for that too, and you can go out and work. Like there's things that you can do, at least in Florida.
It is what it is. And I have my 9-month-old and my 2-year-old down
Milk
here.
bags.
And I have my husband, the father of these boys, and we just got married a month ago. And he's in between jobs. And, you know, we haven't had any income coming in for the last couple months. And
why?
The only thing that gets us by when we're low on money like that is just knowing that at least we have food, you know, and a roof over our table or
Shit's
over our
crazy,
heads.
man.
But
It's crazy, man. Listen. I got to get vulnerable for a minute, okay? I got to get vulnerable for a minute. Listen, I got a family of 4, right? Things were going great for me, right? I was crushing it. Then we started finding less and less product, more and more restrictions. Things started going south. Had to pivot. The wife was at work so we could get health benefits. I was home trying to get things to work out on all the gigs, right? And we made it work for that much time. But I made a conscious decision to bring my wife home because I'm like, I can't keep going like this. I need something a little bit more stable. While I do my stuff, I still sell on Amazon. I still do YouTube. I still do the influencer program. But I knew enough to bring her home, go out and get a job. Go back to the bank. That was my thing, right? Like, you do what you got to do. I don't understand in 2025 why people can't don't research things. Why they're fucking lazy. Why are they lazy to not look and search how to make money online? How to make money outside of a 9-to-5? How to make money, period. You want to know why? Because they like when things are handed to them. Are handed to them. And it's sad.
I just got confirmation and I'm seeing everything being posted about it now that SNAP benefits won't be coming in for November. Which is really scary because even when he was working before and we received SNAP benefits, with the cost of groceries, we would go through them. We got $700 a month, which sounds like a lot, and it got us by. It got us by, and we'd always run out maybe the last week and a half of the month, and then WIC would come in really handy and kick in and get us by for that last week and a half.
Damn,
so that's where we're at, 'cause we're at the end of the month.
That's the story for most people. They're getting through a couple of weeks into a month, and they're running out. They don't get enough. But $700 for a family of 4.
Sorry, guys. I forgot to do this. That's why it's taking so long. We need to ramp it up a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Is $175 a week. So, I mean, if you really do your due diligence and you shop well, you can get by on small children and a family of 4 for $200 a week. So she's pretty close what she probably needs, and she gets that WIC. So it's all stuff. My problem is her husband hasn't been getting an income, a paycheck for months, she said, several months. So what has he been doing for the last couple of months? Why hasn't he just taken whatever job he could get, even if it's not what he's doing or whatever, just get a job?
Because he's not looking. That's the reality. They get comfortable. You get comfortable when somebody's paying your way. If somebody's giving you money and free food all the time, are you going to go and fuck that up? Are you going to go ruin that? Probably not, right? Most people.
At Walmart stocking the shelves, bring in something, because even if he's making $500 a week, that's $2,000, 3 months, that's $6,000 that they don't have that they otherwise would have, and $6,000 goes a long way. Yeah, it's crappy income, but it's something, right? You got to do what you got to do until.
I love how he just nonchalantly says 6,000. $6,000 just crappy income, but
until something improves, until something gets better. You take what you can take. People always have this ego-driven pride of I'm not going to just do something. But you know what? 3 months from now, you're going to.
Resellers are a prime example of that. Resellers and Uber drivers. Uber drivers are comfortable. They don't want to stop Ubering if they're not making enough money. And resellers don't want to do the same thing. If they're not making enough money, they hope things get better.
I wish you had that $6,000. So these are some of the stories we're just seeing all across the country, and it's sad. It's heart-wrenching to see these things from these people, and she's got kids, but you can't feel sorry for people that just don't bring in any income. Just bring in something. Even if it's not enough to pay the bills, it's something that you can look back on and say, I'm glad we had that $5,000, that $6,000, that $7,000.
Also in the chat, we got a battle on YouTube between Johnny Swag and G-Bro for first and second place for the comment badges.
The last couple of months, because if we wouldn't have had that, where would we be? We'd be buried. All right, some people have opinions about this, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of videos all over social media, TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and everywhere, where people are just putting their 2 cents in, left, right, otherwise. They hate Trump, they love Trump, they hate the government, they love the government, they hate EBT, they love EBT.
This is what it looks like. Look, she's making that face, right? She's making that face. She's going.
It's wild how many people are just putting their opinions out there. Check this young lady out.
There's people that are abusing their
Look at her face.
SNAP benefits.
I don't give a flying Susan. The average person spends about $36 a year on their taxes for SNAP benefits. For other people to eat food, I'll pay you $36 to shut the fuck up. And I can almost guarantee you probably spent more than $36 on your foo-foo, mocha, choke on a dick latte and chocolate croissant this morning.
Amen.
Let hungry people.
So this lady's in support of the EBT program, and I'm fully for it if it's legitimate. I don't like the people that are getting it and selling it for cash or drugs or whatever's going on, or the fraud.
Oh, wait a second. She's talking about us paying $36 on a choke-a-mocha choke on a dick. Ew. Fuck you, Kelly. She looks like a Kelly.
All that, of course, I don't think any of us are supportive of. But this girl just putting it out there. She's right. It is about $35 to $40 a year out of your taxes on an average income. Somebody making $60,000, $70,000 a year doesn't spend that much to help fund the EBT program. However, any amount of fraud is too much, and we need to get it stopped. So that's what we're talking about. Nobody's dissing the disabled, the elderly, the families, the people that legitimately need it. Nobody's against that. We don't want people to not eat. So you can't just blanket, put everyone and lump us together where we're like, no EBT. No, that's not it at all. It's just done correctly. And unfortunately in this country, it just doesn't seem like we can do anything correctly. I don't understand. All right, we're gonna check out a couple more clips, and then we actually have a video from Air Force One and Donald Trump discussing what they're gonna do to fix this problem. So stay tuned after these couple of clips, and you're gonna see exactly.
Yo, does that say no snap November?
This is, I believe, from last night or yesterday afternoon that he discusses what their plan is and how this could get fixed, and he does it very quickly.
One of people not getting their SNAP benefits here in November, and I'm here to remind you, I don't feel bad for them. Do you realize that people on SNAP benefits are eating better than the rest of us? We literally have to scrounge and budget for our groceries for our children. We have to plan meals. We have to be ingredient households just to feed our children. And mind you, half of the people on SNAP benefits are illegal immigrants. Over 60% of them.
Trash.
Are illegal immigrants. This was never the way that it was supposed to be. Churches are supposed to feed people, food pantries, that's what they're there for.
So she is right. There is a report. It's been criticized and it's been argued that it's not 60% of EBT are illegals, but there's been a couple of studies where they found anywhere from 52 to 62% of people on EBT are actually not in America legally. And so that's a huge problem because
it's crazy.
if you're not here legally, you know, people have that argument of why are we feeding them? Why are we paying to feed people who didn't even come to this country legally? And that's their opinion. Again, I'm not going to put my politics 2 cents into that, but that is the argument. And it has been basically confirmed that those numbers, if not completely.
I'll put my political sense into it. If you're here illegally, you shouldn't get shit. How's that? How's that? You shouldn't get a damn thing. Go back to where the fuck you came from. That country's so great. You come over here, you fly your foreign flags like, yeah, my country's so great. Yet you're here in America. You want the benefits here in America. Go back to fucking wherever the fuck you came from and get the benefits of that country. Go over there. You know what's even better? When gay people are like, yeah, we love you. When they'd be hung in the fucking square in Saudi Arabia or Iraq, they'd be hung. They'd be killed. Fucking come over here with that dumb shit. A lot of people are dumb.
Completely true or very close. It could be, you know, give or take, but those numbers are pretty high when you're talking about 55-60% of EBT beneficiaries are actually not even here in this country legally. It's an eye-opening number.
And somehow people felt comfortable letting the government control whether they eat or not. How embarrassing, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't need all the people in my comment section in my DM saying, what about the people who fell on hard times? And what about disabled people? What about elderly people? Yes, those are the people that should be on it. Do I think that there are 42 million of them? Absolutely not. Do I think that it should cost $7.8 billion with a B to feed them every single month? Absolutely not. Do I think that the reason why our groceries have gotten so expensive is because of programs like this and illegal immigrants coming in and stealing our resources? Absolutely. That's definitely part of the problem. So no, don't feel bad. Keep the government closed. We need to see this through, and we need to make sure that we get
Wow.
100%.
Let's go! So this girl has strong opinions on this. I mean, she's just saying, forget it. Don't open it up. You know, it's almost $8 billion a month. We're wasting billions and billions of dollars. And she may not be totally off point on
Keep it closed.
This one. She may have a really good point here. We need to audit. If every single government program, plan, organization, from SNAP and EBT to Congress, their paydays, to the hammers and toilet paper they buy, if we audited every piece of this government, step by step by step, and that's what they hired that Doge company organization to do. I don't know what happened to that after the first few months, but every part of our government, Republican, Democrat, and otherwise, needs to be audited one by one and find all the missing money. I guarantee that misused money, misspent money, missing money could feed this country, could put housing in for homeless people in this country. It could solve a whole lot of problems. But a lot of rich people who make those decisions don't want us to do that because they would lose their rich people decision-making power and their bank accounts to go with it. I hate the government, both sides.
What the you mean? Who ain't getting that goddamn food stamps together?
Like, people like this piss me off. Like, you're like 400 pounds. You don't need free food. You need...
Damn November. Because I'm getting my goddamn shit. I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers, but I'm getting my shit. I'm going to tell you just like this on Jesus Lamar motherfucker Christ.
So eloquent when they talk, huh? So classy. Someone you could truly hold an intelligent conversation with, right?
I'll be at Walmart with my steel toes on and my helmet, and I dare a bitch try to stop me from walking out that store with my grocery. Baby, I'm 250 pounds solid.
Did she just hold up a helmet? Did she really just hold up a helmet?
Baby, you want to see a human bulldozer, baby? Because that's what the I'm going to turn into. If you think you're going to stop me from leaving out that goddamn store with my monthly groceries that I get every goddamn month, I ain't bothering no goddamn body, okay? Why stop bothering me and my goddamn food?
Okay. I recorded this, and I didn't know whether I was going to beep this out or not beep it out, but I'm going to throw some censors in there. When you watch this, you'll see it. But, whew, this is the attitude that some folks have. It's absolutely unhinged. Like, they are full on going to, you know, go in these stores and raid them, loot them, steal from them. Whether she's serious, skit, just BSing for views, there's legitimately people that are going to do it. So just keep that in mind because, whoo boy, you don't want to be in the store when they go crazy because she said it. She's a 250-pound bulldozer, man.
He said when they go crazy. People without food stamps. People without food stamps, of course.
Somebody like that with a shopping cart could be a danger to all of us. Whew, that's all I got for that one.
I just learned so much about EBT or SNAP or whatever. And I'm kind of pissed off. Posted in one of my mom groups. Tell me all of your EBT tips and tricks to get the most out of it. So honestly, just curious because I've never had like benefits or anything like that.
I love when people always say, I've never had benefits before. I've never had benefits like that before. No, this is the first time. It's the first time.
Read through the comments, and I started to get really annoyed because I have worked very, very hard since I was 14 years old and paid into this for people to basically be abusing the system. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are a family or a single mom or single dad and you genuinely can't afford food or to feed your family or whatever, and you need these benefits, no judgment at all. However, the people in these comments that are just abusing it was wild. Did you know that if you have EBT that you can get high-speed Wi-Fi from Xfinity for $15 a month? It's pretty fucked up because I pay over $100 a month for mine. They get half off of Amazon Prime. Why? Because having your things delivered to you within 2 days is essential.
So yeah, I don't understand the high-speed internet thing. What does that have to do with EBT? Like, it's called food stamps, like food, nutrition, right? In fact, that's the SNAP. That's what it stands for, the supplemental nutrition. What does high-speed internet or faster delivery have to do with that? These are the things where I don't understand it. Like, somebody educate me like I'm 12 or 6 in the comment section. Why? Why are they providing those things? Just, I don't understand.
It's a survival need? Don't think so. Walmart delivery, Target Circle, Shipped, DoorDash, they all offer discounts for EBT. That to me is wild. So you can go and be lazy and spend your money on having whatever crap delivered to your door. That to me is a luxury. That's a luxury. Most museums, aquariums, and zoos are anywhere between $1 to $3 to enter. Again, these are luxury things. I don't take my kid to the museum every day because she needs to be entertained. These are special treats. We went on her birthday. We'll go for special occasions. Why do you deserve to go for $2 and I have to pay $25? Discounted Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation.
Discounted Xbox Game Pass.
Plus.
And discounted PlayStation Plus.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is what I'm saying by abusing the system. You're getting your EBT benefits, whatever, SNAP benefits, and you're not using it because you're...
The problem is the more you give, the more they'll take.
You can't afford to feed your family. And those of you who are using it for that reason, great, fine. You need it, that's whatever. But the people that are like, I'm staying on it long term and I don't want to lose these benefits because of these benefits. This is wild. Why do you get the privilege of getting discounted things when we're working our asses off and paying for everything out of pocket? You get to go to the zoo for $2 and I got to pay $25, $30. You get discounts. You get free delivery from Walmart and I have to pay for it? I don't think so.
This is the problem a lot of us have. We're not having a problem with feeding people all of this essential nutritional stuff. We're having a problem with all the excess, all the other stuff that doesn't make sense. Again, 100%. it's like a slush fund almost. So I'm with her on this one. I'm totally with her on this one. Here's one of the meltdowns we've been waiting for. Let's check out a meltdown, a proper EBT November 1st meltdown.
I won't admit this because I know how y'all are, but y'all aren't really outraged that the food stamps EBT shit is about to get shut down. Y'all are really outraged because now you're gonna have to take the money you normally buy wigs, bundles, get your nails done. Y'all gonna have to take those funds and buy food now. And don't say I'm lying because when y'all were receiving food stamps, you were selling the food stamps. So you weren't worried about feeding your children's meals.
Yes.
All of a sudden now, you're outraged. Oh my God, like, why are we gonna feed our kids the same way you've been feeding them? Sleeping with that man. Get the few funds, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't been worried about them kids and their well-being, but all of a sudden now, you are. Okay.
So this is a common theme, and at least in my comment section, some other videos I saw where people are like, yeah, this girl is complaining, not this girl, but other people complaining about not being able to afford food or not getting their EBT, but they got really nice manicured fingernails. They got really nice hair. They got, whatever, but they got usually somewhat nice clothes on.
Can we see that again? Hey, Rockstar, bro, tread easy, bro. Hold on.
Afford food or not getting their EBT, but they got really nice manicured fingernails. They got really nice hair. They got, whatever, but they got usually somewhat nice clothes on. They got eyelashes. They got all this makeup and they got all this stuff going on, but they're complaining about not being able to afford a basic need like a grocery, right? Like not being able to go to the grocery store and spending $100 to buy some chicken and vegetables and food and some meals and some waters and things that you need. Yet they've got $200, $300, $400 in lashes and hair and nails and makeup and clothing. And it's true. I've seen so many of these videos and it's just like, how did you afford that? And it's not stuff they've had for a while. It's like they just got their nails done. They just got their hair done. They just got their eyelashes, whatever it is you girls do. That's expensive stuff. That stuff's no joke expensive. So how are you paying for that if you can't go to the store and get groceries? It's called priorities, honestly. All right, we're going to see one more clip from an actual person who's in this situation, and then we're going to see what the president had to say about it yesterday on Halloween and his plan for today, November 1st, moving forward into Monday the 3rd. So let's check her out, and then we'll jump over to President Trump.
We're moving money around just to get by, going into our savings just to get by. There are people that probably don't have savings, that live check to check,
We're here in Queens at a food distribution site for the Food Bank for New York City. You can see this line behind me. It's filled with federal workers who are furloughed right now, but still going to work every single day, but not receiving a paycheck. You can see some of the goods that are being distributed here, food that they desperately need. This is the same story we're seeing all across the country. We're speaking with people here who are emotional, worried about how they're going to pay their bills, and knowing this is the only way they're going to put food on the table.
It's just hard. Like, they're still getting a paycheck.
So you work for the government, and you never thought once that to save money for times like this, you just said, paycheck to paycheck, my ass, man.
And we're not. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're not making that much money. So to cut the little people down and you still get a paycheck is really unfair.
The food bank officials here are also nervous because starting in November, those SNAP benefits that feed millions across the country and millions here are going to be coming to an end.
This has never happened before. We've never had a situation where a month of SNAP benefits were suspended.
I'll tell you that I think the longest shutdown was 37 days, I believe.
Country? I'm okay right now. Right now, thanks to the food banks and stuff like that, but I don't know how long.
It's a nice scarf you got on. Nice earrings, glasses. Oh, is that a Gucci bag, bro? Is that Gucci? Or is that Fucci? Oh, wait, that's probably Gucci, right? It's a nice Gucci bag you got there. But, carry on.
So this woman works for the TSA. She's a federal employee that's been furloughed. She still has to show up for work, and she still has to put in her hours and her gas and her time. She's not getting a paycheck. Literally not getting a paycheck because the U.S. government is not paying a huge amount of federal employees. However, Congress is still collecting a paycheck. Let that sink in. All right, we're going to finish it out. The press was on Air Force One with the president yesterday. They flew out to discuss this, and here's what he had to say about the government and the shutdown and SNAP benefits. And it's very, very quick. He doesn't have a whole lot to say about it because he's got one answer, and this is what they're sticking with. And you got to take it for what it is.
On those SNAP benefits set to expire tomorrow, folks are talking about putting out about canned goods and non-perishables for trick-or-treaters. Is there a possibility, like you did with the military, moving around funds? Is there a possibility to do that?
Well, there always is, but all the Democrats have to do is say, let's go. I mean, they don't have to do anything. They don't have to. All they have to do is say, the government is open. And we only need 5 Democrats, but they become a radical left party. They really have become a very radical left party. And they've lost their minds. They've lost their minds. All they have to do is say, the government is open, and that's the end of it.
Facts.
And, largely, when you talk about SNAP, you're talking about largely Democrats. But I'm president. I want to help everybody. I want to help Democrats and Republicans. But when you're talking about SNAP, if you look, it's largely Democrats. They're hurting their own people. Thank you very much, everyone.
They did a poll, and it is true. The majority of SNAP benefit people voted or identified as Democrats. So he said...
There it is.
As they're hurting their own people by not opening up the government. It's true. Whether you like Trump or you don't, or you hate all politicians like I do, that's just factual information that is backed up by the numbers. And right now, the government is not open because the no votes are coming from Democrats. The Republicans voted yes to open it. Now, the Democrats don't like the...
14 times. It might even be more. But the Democratic retards have not wanted to vote because they're mentally ill. It's a sickness.
Budget, but some budget is better than no budget, in my opinion. Let's get something done. We can fix the garbage, whatever, boogly woogly later. Let's get the government open. How do you shut down the United States of America? It's unbelievable that we've come to this point. We'll see if they can get something done this week. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm going to leave it at that. I got a lot to do, so I don't want to dwell on this one forever, but hopefully you guys have some opinions, some thoughts, maybe a solution, maybe something we can send to Washington, D.C. to get this fixed. As always, thank you guys for being here.
Man, I'm telling you, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. It really, 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 really. Take it easy. It really pisses me off. It's the one topic that really, really pisses me off. And the crazy thing is, people say, "Oh, well, Republicans are in control of the House. Republicans are in control of this, Yes, but you need 5 votes from the Democrats in order to get the CR passed. There's not enough votes on the Republican side. It has to be bipartisan. At least 5. And it's not. It's just not. So it is the Democrats, literally, that's holding the country hostage. Literally. You know, the food stamp freak out, it really pisses me off. But it can be amusing. Food stamp freakouts. EBT drama out of control. You ready for this? This is wild. You want to see wild? This is wild.
Somebody paid for
Make
it.
yourself useful. Take the card.
My tax paid for it. My tax. You know what? It's all right. I got your license plate number.
I am never going to work. I will live off the government for the rest of my life.
Imagine being that worthless. Imagine admitting how worthless you are. That takes courage.
Oh, hun.
Vinny Cousin in the building.
That's so sweet that you think that's going to happen. You ever notice that there are some people out there that turn into absolute maniacs the second that their EBT card doesn't swipe? Today, we're diving into the wild world of food stamp freakouts. From full-blown meltdowns at the benefits office to screaming matches at checkout lanes.
Okay, but you asking me. I'm telling you.
And even a few folks.
Shout out Lindy Glenn. She's been putting out content too, man. I really like her and Rockstar Flipper. Both previous resellers. And now pretty entertaining. So I appreciate their content.
Caught red-handed using somebody else's card.
Yeah. Did you guys just pay somebody else's food stamp card?
All because when the benefits run out,
Well, hold on. You know, accountability is a two-way street. Blaming one side doesn't help, but it is the Democrats. The Republicans have come to the table 13, 14 times, and the Democrats have even refused to come to the table, to even open up a little bit. You know, so unfortunately, it is a one-way street in this case.
Patience does too. Okay, so this says, calling the food stamp office.
But I will tell you, with accountability, Republicans need to be held accountable for their shit too. But in this specific instance, it's literally the Democrats not even coming to the table.
Office because they only approved me for $8. So she's mad because she got approved, but they only approved her for $8. I'm sorry, ma'am, but if you have the kind of time to call the food stamp office and complain about the amount that you were given based on your eligibility criteria, couldn't you be putting that energy into something more useful? Like, I don't know, working?
Yes.
Hello, this is, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving because I did it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
So I finally got approved for food stamps, but y'all only approved me for $8. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm trying to figure out if that was a mistake or if y'all really got me fucked up. Because $8, let's be so for real. Y'all could have been anything in this world, but y'all chose not to be for real?
I do apologize, Miss, what you said?
That's what I said.
I do apologize for what the information that you submitted, and we entered to our computers, and that's all that we can do. That's all that you qualify.
And I'm really trying not to crash out, but this is outrageous.
This is her not crashing out? She's literally sitting in her car talking to a representative at the benefits office who is just telling her the obvious. You were approved for $8 because you were only eligible for $8. Is it a little bit insulting? Could they have just denied her? Sure, and I understand that that could be frustrating, or, I don't know, you could be a grateful human being and take that $8 to the store and buy yourself a day's worth of groceries with it. Just
I mean, Lindy, that's a little stretch. You said buy yourself a day's worth of groceries with $8. Come on. But I will tell you, $8 would buy you a loaf of bread, some milk, and maybe something else cheap.
Just an idea.
$8? Only thing that's gonna be getting $8 around here is my ass, cause it sure ain't no food. Oh, ma'am, I don't need you to say my name on this phone like you know me. Yes, I guess y'all got tired of me calling and just said, here, damn.
Oh, she just said, I guess y'all got tired of me calling and you just said, here, damn. Just gave her $8. Like $8 is gonna shut her up. I don't think $8 is gonna shut her up. They're just gonna have to block her damn phone number.
Y'all did me.
I do apologize once again.
Cause I have been nothing but nice to y'all. And this
What kind of car is she driving? I know, is that leather interior? That might be leather interior, bro. She got the bonnet on. That's a $1,500 phone in her hand too. That's at least $1,000 phone. You know what I'm saying? She got special lipstick on, a lip gloss. You know, she got her makeup all done. Just saying.
How y'all do me? Huh? I'm calling back because you don't hang up in my motherfucking face.
Oh my God, they disconnected
So
the call.
annoying.
She's gonna call back. Please don't call back. Leave it
So
alone,
annoying.
woman. Leave it alone.
So annoying. But I'm gonna I have to do this because
I do the hanging up. You know what? I don't like how you just hung up in my face.
Ma'am, I do not have the time or the patience to deal with your issues about your $8.
What do you mean you don't have the time? That's your motherfucking job, bitch. You know what? I don't want to talk to the store owner. Can you put me on the
See?
phone with the big dog?
You always get more with honey than with vinegar.
Bitch.
What the hell, bro? What the hell was that?
Not even gonna say it. Y'all gonna say it in the comments.
Shut down. I need to know what's going on. I got 9 kids.
So this caption says this lady just showed up at the food stamp office about her food stamps not coming.
Shut down. I need to know what's going on. I got 9 kids to feed. 9 babies. And I want to know why they ain't put my food stuff on that car. I done been waiting. I done did my application. And I got 3 handicapped babies. I need.
Okay, she's got 9 kids to feed. 3 of them are handicapped. So far, she's staying calm. She's clearly not happy, but at least she's relatively calm.
You know why my food stamp ain't on my car? This is not right. This ain't fair. I don't care about no shutdown and none of that. But I've been calm. I've been calling. Everybody ignoring me. I've been here 3, 4, 5 times. I want to know why ain't my food stamps on my car. I got 9 days to feed. Ma'am, I done been calling. I done been down here. And I'm tired. I done been there and did all that. They still ain't put my food stamps on.
She got a Steve Madden bag. Okay, just saying.
This is not fair.
I couldn't work in the public either. Somebody said I couldn't work in that environment. I don't like working in public. I mean, listen, when I work, I deal with limited amount of public. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tired. I did all that. I need to know what a supervisor or somebody. I need somebody to help me. I got 9 kids to feed.
Okay, she keeps saying, I got 9 kids to feed. I got 9 kids to feed. Okay, why is that the taxpayer's problem? There is a huge problem in this country with people having children that they cannot afford.
Say it, Lindy. Say it, because Rockstar Flipper tiptoes around things. And I like how you just say it and call it how it is.
9 kids? 9 kids, and you're trying to say that you can't feed them unless that money gets put on your food stamp card?
Good Lord.
9 kids. Go on, make mine. I'm taking care of other people's kids. I'm old. I'm tired. I got arthritis.
Where's the husband? Where these kids' dads at? Just saying.
Tired of coming back and forth down here about my food stamp. I done had a woman now. They told me my car money supposed to be on my car. It ain't on there yet. Y'all gotta fix this now. I don't have nothing to do with that shutdown. I'm stressed out. I'm a single mama and I'm helping other people kids. Now I need my steps now. I ain't gonna keep going through this. I'm already going through a lot of things. Okay, now this is my 5th time coming down. I had an interview and all. Now this ain't fair. How y'all doing? This ain't fair.
She got her hair done. She got a Steve Madden bag.
I done been out like that. Y'all did my interview.
Earrings.
I still ain't got my steps.
Oh, so she's not getting approved is what it sounds like. She's either trying to like re-up because she's talking about an interview and doing everything she needs to do. I'm sorry, it's gonna sound cruel. It's not the taxpayer's problem that you have kids that you can. I don't understand why nobody here has told her to go to a food bank yet. She just needs to go to a food bank. She needs food for her 9 kids, and she's having trouble getting her food stamps reinstated or loaded or getting her application processed. She needs to go to.
The problem is she doesn't need food. She probably wants her food stamps so she can sell them.
To a food bank. But a lot of people that are on assistance don't want to go to a food bank because you don't get to decide what you get. You just get what you're given. And you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. And a lot of these people don't really like that. They want to go shopping for all.
You get what you get and you don't get upset.
Of their own stuff. And they get really, really mad when they can't. Clearly. Okay, so this says Family Dollar customers argue.
Oh, damn, Vinny said maybe grandkids in that mix too. Good Lord. God damn it, man. Where's the accountability? Where's it, man?
Over EBT food stamps.
What just happened? What the hell just happened?
That look on his face is the face of instant regret.
Can we see it again? Damn. Look at the face.
That look on his face is the face of instant regret. I regret all of my life choices. That's what that face tells me.
No, they had called for me before. You don't want to take all my food stamps every month. You live with me. You live with me.
Oh, shit.
You don't pay no bills. Any big as hell. You don't use a lot of water in a big body, big back ass.
She said with your big back, big body, back ass. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. You a thief. You swear.
See, listen to me. Hear me out for a second. It's going to sound fucked up, and I'm not trying to sound fucked up. Do you see how these women berate their man like that? This is why they don't stick around. You see how this dad is holding his kid? He had to listen to her. He got to go through listening to her, bro. He going to be out. And that's why you see a lot of fatherless kids, bro. Especially in the black community, bro. They ain't trying to deal with that shit.
I ain't sweat. You are sweat. Am I sweat, sir? Yeah, big bag. Am I sweat?
Yo, the face is crazy, bro.
You want the reality is I'm really standing 10 toes down with Bill. Period. They're not getting in my car. How am I get on? You look like a hitchhiker.
Damn.
I don't even...
Kia, Toyota, or Nissan? What car they getting in? Let me know.
understand what just happened. All I can think about is that poor child. That poor baby is just like being held in the middle of all of this chaos.
I know. It's not even the kid's fault either. I hate that shit, man. I hate it when little kids are involved like that, man, because they don't know any better, but they're just a subject. They're just a product of their environment.
Seemingly unreacting.
G-Bro says Nissan.
It's like, this is normal.
Let's see
and
if
that
we
is
see.
so incredibly sad. What was this bickering fight even about? I know it had to do with food stamps. They got food stamps. We got food. Like, is this a food stamp war? Were they going to rumble over cards? What just happened here?
FS office. Damn. You trying to calm him down?
Ooh, that escalated very quickly. Whoa. Government assistance at its finest. Food stamps plus 10 cents a bottle return equals free money. So one of the first ever, it might have been the first ever food stamp video that I did. There was the woman who was talking about how she nearly got arrested because she was buying soda, dumping the soda out in the parking lot, and then returning the cans for cash. Looks like these people are doing it with bottled water. Wow, they're just literally standing there dumping out bottled water to return the bottles for 10 cents a piece.
Did the assigner of the assignment understood who they were assigning the assignment to? You have to ask the assigner on that one. Personally, I don't think they did any research. I understood the assignment.
Wow.
Did you guys just pay somebody else's food stamp card? Yeah. Did you guys just pay somebody else's food stamp card?
Okay, the balls
What
on
happened?
this woman, I am impressed. I'm assuming, because obviously I'm not there, but the person that is filming this couple right now is running up on them saying, I know that you just used someone else's food stamp card. Like they're buying or selling each other's food stamps.
That's bold,
And they are
bro.
being confronted right here in the parking lot.
That's bold, man. Hopefully this isn't a FAFO. You know what I'm saying? F around to find out kind of thing. You could have balls to do some shit like this.
The balls on this woman is impressive.
If I did, what the is it your business?
Excuse me. Food stamps are paid by taxes. I'm an American citizen, tax-paying citizen.
Worry about your taxes.
My taxes are paying for your food.
No, your taxes is not.
This is my business.
No, they are.
I'm getting as much information as possible so that when the cops come, I can get it all.
Call the cops?
Not yet, but they're coming.
I'm gonna give you a reason to call the cops when I
Always looking for violence, bro. That's all they do. They just look for violence. That's it. There's no other. There's no conversation. There's no dialogue. It's always just fucking violence, bro.
Yo, quit recording me.
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't hold me back. Let me tell you something.
What?
I have a reason for the cops to come out here.
Free. Of course I forgot. You guys are so used to taking everybody else's stuff. You just assume it's free. Somebody paid for it.
Useful. Take the card.
My taxes paid for it. My tax. You know what? It's alright. I got your license plate number. No,
you better not.
And she driving too.
Oh, it's too late.
No, it's not too late. Recording me. I'm about to put my hands on.
Just one more thing for me to get you arrested.
Banging cars and everything. And she's driving. He ain't even driving, bro.
Exactly what I want. You feel good about yourself? Great. You feel good about yourself? Feel great about it. This isn't.
Damn, bro.
I feel great about it.
Damn.
Bravo. Now, what do you think? Do you think that she should be minding her own business, or do you think that she should have gone out there, gotten the license plate, and filed a report?
Listen, before Lindy says anything, what do you think? Do you think she should have been minding her own business, or do you think she did the right thing by going out there? I don't know. I can see it on both ends, but I'm curious to know what you guys think.
I am in support of reporting when you see abuse.
Right, food stamp got into the scat pack. What is it, scat pack? They eat food stamps. This is what we're talking about, man.
When you see abuse of something like the welfare program, it needs to be reported. Good for her.
Okay, so since I've gotten so much feedback on my video about 15 hours of community service, I'm gonna break it down to you very simply why I'm so against it, okay?
So I'm guessing that she's required to do 15 hours of community service to continue to get her food stamps in lieu of getting an actual job. And she's against it. And she's about ready to tell us why. She's against having to do 15 hours of community service in order to get her benefits. Surprise, surprise.
First of all, I already have to take care of my 7 kids, okay? That is my service. Okay, that's me contributing to society. Why would I go to a place and have to do mandatory hours when they can control when I have to show up? They can control which days a week I have to do those hours. They can control whether or not I can use my phone during those hours. Those are 3 guidelines that I'm not willing to comply with. I don't care, and that should not put me at risk of losing my $2,700 in food stamps at all.
$2,700 in food stamps. That's just so crazy.
So y'all are sitting here jumping down my case because I'm like pretty much on strike for doing these 15 hours.
Wow. The entitlement of these people that think that they have a right to collect benefits with doing absolutely nothing to contribute to society baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. Why is she going to try to say that her raising her 7 kids is a public service? Honey, those are your kids. And I highly, highly doubt with the kind of attitude that you have, you are raising them to be anything other than a menace to society.
Praise on, Lindy. Praise on.
I said it. Y'all were thinking it. I said it.
Will you please explain to her?
Okay, so this says, woman tries to buy paper plates with EBT. So, EBT is the card, if you didn't know. There are a couple of different kinds of funds that can be put on the card. There's funds for food stamps, and there can also be cash assistance. But what I'm guessing is happening right now is this person is irate at checkout because they're trying to buy paper plates with food stamps, and it's not going through because you can only buy food with food stamps.
That she cannot buy paper plates with EBT just because that's what the food goes on. Of course not. You know, food is food. You have to use EBT for food anyway. You got EBT cash?
Baby,
You got EBT cash?
Sweetheart, these are cups.
Okay.
You drink out of cups, okay?
That's not food, though.
Baby.
That's not food, though.
These are paper plates. You eat out of paper plates.
That's not
So why you don't think it's food?
That's not food. Do you have EBT cash?
I have EBT food stamps.
Okay, well, you don't need food for EBT food.
You put food in this paper plate, though.
Yeah.
Okay, it's food stamps.
This person is actually going to be arguing with a store manager that literally cannot do anything. Literally cannot do anything
crazy.
To override the system to allow them to use their food stamps for paper plates and plastic cups. What is the point of this other than wasting their time? The entitlement is gross.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's just the rules.
Where's your boss at?
I'm the boss today.
And she said, and I'm the boss today. Here's the thing, like, she should just do it a job. You know what I mean? Like, she don't control what you can get and what you can't get. She's just telling you that's not part of the program. Like, well, you're going to argue the point.
Every other day, too.
Well, somebody needs to come put that on the food stamp card. Baby,
you got cash out? You can pay with cash out.
Baby, I have a food stamp. I have EBT food stamp card.
Do you have EBT cash on your EBT?
This don't got nothing to do with cash.
Sometimes they do put cash on there. Have you checked your card?
I don't get no cash, man. I get food. Food stamp. Like, so you pay the plate for the food to go on it. Like that, that's supposed to be food stamp, baby. That's all I got.
No, baby, you have to put some cash back. We cannot accept the food stamps with paper.
Better take your ass to Goodwill, get yourself a plate or two for $1. Just saying. I mean, it's an option, right? Like,
You gotta put all this back, baby. Well, I gotta.
Not today, I'm not. I can't do that.
Well, honey, because I'm gonna get some food then.
I'll wait right here when you
This is going to be a standoff. Wow.
Well, how about, baby, I just go ahead and take this stuff and I just put it back myself. Because then I just won't have to get none of y'all stuff. I just won't come. And I won't come.
to the Dollar General, baby, if you need to.
I won't even come shopping no more.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Trust me. You won't take my damn food stamp.
She was the same one that was stealing in here the other day. So she ain't even got no business steal. Right. Right there. You trying to play us?
Stealing? What am I stealing? I'm trying to pay the food stamp.
No, you was stealing the other day. What was it? My body was...
damn.
You were stealing here the other day. You were stealing here. Oh, why not? Okay, call the police. Call the police. Being a disturbance in the store, you know that they shoplifted. Come on, call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops.
Gosh, coochie vibes.
All that.
Yeah, we remember the little bitty panties. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we remember. We was trying to be nice.
So y'all, you trying to be nice here? Won't you take
You're actually banned from the store, so you shouldn't even be here. So if you want to pay for your stuff now, you can pay for your stuff, leave, or whatever you need to do, or you know.
Man, you know
Get him out.
Security going down on the floor.
Get him out.
Wow. Yeah. If
Wait, is she wearing a different shirt, bro? Wasn't she just wearing a blue shirt? Am I tripping? It was blue, right? Now it's purple? Did she is this a different day?
this individual is trespassing, should have definitely called the cops. Definitely.
It's emotion. Okay, but you asking me, I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. I can bring it down. I'll bring it down. Okay, okay.
Food stamp finesse. Can't hear anything they're saying.
She never charged me.
Look out there, Joe. The police are looking now. It's still good. You're talking about the one over there, right? Yeah. With the gray hair?
Looks like it's not working. Her card's not working. And now she's pissed.
Damn. See, again, acting ratchet in front of your kids, man.
Why are you gonna be acting like this when you got your kids with you? You've got
100%.
your kids with you. Don't act like this. And look, those kids, they're just looking forward and just continuing to walk. You know that they're...
And they think that that's just normal behavior. And guess what? They're going to grow up and they're going to act like that too.
Mother acts like this all the time. These kids aren't even fazed by it anymore, and that is so sad.
Damn.
When a nigga calls y'all don't pick up the phone. Come on, goddamn phones, man.
Well, again, if there's no food in your house, go to a food bank. You got
Or get a job. It's that simple. Get a fucking job.
denied welfare for a reason. Yelling and screaming is not going to help anybody. It's just probably going to get security and the police on your ass. Let's just be real.
All these people at the SNAP office, they should be at the unemployment office trying to get a job. Good Lord, man.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
You know, part of me, though, does understand. People are struggling. And when you apply for benefits thinking that you are in a dire situation and benefits have been earned or deserved and then they're not given to you and you're in a situation where you don't have the ability to support yourself, I understand the frustration. But crashing out like this on people, it's absolutely unacceptable.
I live off the government.
Oh, this girl again, bro. It's such blatant ignorance that I just feel like this girl, not Lindy, this girl on the left, the TikTok or whatever. I feel like it's such blatant ignorance that it's just done for clicks and views. I'm convinced there's not really people like this. Even though, unfortunately, I feel like there's people that are really like this.
I don't need you guys telling me to go to work. I obviously
Go to work.
know I can go to work if I choose to, but
Did you hear that? You hear that?
I'm not going to. I don't know how to get this through your guys' thick skull. I am never going to work. I will live off the government for the rest of my life.
Oh, honey,
That's just
that's
crazy,
so sweet
bro.
that you think that's going to happen. This was posted a week ago. Apparently, she hasn't been informed of the new changes that are being put into place. And when her renewal comes up, I have a feeling she's going to get a major reality check.
Yes.
I have plenty of money this way. Why would I ever choose to go to work? What?
I mean, she's not wrong. There's a lot of people that have that mindset, which is why there is a lot of generational poverty, where generations of families are just on food stamps, on Section 8, receiving welfare benefits. Is because previously it has been just so easy to get comfortable and stay there, but things are changing. So we'll see if she has to go out and get herself a job.
You guys don't get is that we have income. We're not just sitting on our asses all day.
Didn't she just say she wasn't going to go get a job? She just totally contradicted herself.
Therefore, we get that income plus our food stamps, which is $1,500 a month.
Is she reporting that income? Is she? Or is she on here admitting to fraud? Could go either way. Let's find out.
Every single month.
$1,500
a
a
large
month.
and in charge over here. So you all can just shut up.
So
quit telling me
crazy.
to get a job. I will not be doing that. I will not be taking that advice. I will not be... No. Just because you're not as smart as me to live off the government does not mean that I should have
There's really people like this, man. This is the crazy thing. There's really people like that.
to get a job. So keep that in mind. Have a great day and shut the fuck up.
She has got to be a rage baiter.
Classy.
She cannot possibly be for real.
I
'Cause if
know.
she-
I know. That's what I'm saying. She has to be a rage baiter. There's no way that she can actually be like this, man. There's just no way. But
is for real, she might have just admitted to some things on the internet she probably shouldn't have. The next time you're in line behind someone causing chaos over an EBT card, just remember, it's not your circus, it's It's not your clowns, and definitely not your benefits. And just remember, maybe next time bring some popcorn, because these food stamp freakouts are getting wilder.
Man, she said, not your circus, not your clowns. It's actually a pretty good way to put it. That's actually a really good way to put it. Oh my goodness, man. And the thing is, like, it sucks for the people that really need the help, that really need the assistance, and they don't get it. Or if they do get it, it gets ruined by people who don't need it. Or they're using somebody else's EBT card. I mean, how ridiculous. Johnny Swag says, back, had to spend $1,000 in food stamps, said Fred Myers. What is Fred Myers? Is that like a grocery chain or something? That must be a grocery chain or like a Walmart or some shit. I don't know. I never heard of it before. Fred Myers? Well, changing gears, man. Look, I scored a bunch of stuff at Target. If you haven't been to Target lately, I mean, the clearance is kind of drying up now. But one of the key items they had was this Hot Wheels Dino Transporter set. It weighed about 6 pounds, 7 pounds, something like that. And it went down, I think originally it was $60. It went down to $39.99. And then I couldn't find it until the very end of the clearance, where it was marked down for $23.95. And I sold all of them. I think when I say all, I'm talking like 5 or 6 that I had bought in total. Sold it for about $100 a piece. And one of the things that I noticed when selling that is I was picking up the Barbie dolls. I was picking up other dolls, videos that you guys haven't even seen yet. They're going to be released on this channel, okay? I've been picking up a lot of things here and there, end caps and shit, and I really haven't been going into Walmart. I've been going into just really Target, to tell you the truth. But I've been thinking about doing like pallet flipping, like return pallets from Amazon or something like that. There's a bunch of places here in Florida where they sell pallets. It could be anything from like cosmetic pallets. It could be toy pallets, electronics or whatever. But just pallet flipping. And here, Franchise Kicks has a video. It says customer returns pallet. It's just 2 days ago. This is brand new stuff. Nothing but laptop computers in this return pallets. And I've been thinking about it. I'm like, man, I would love to explore return pallets. But where the hell am I going to put it? Like, I think he picks up a lot of these pallets in his pickup truck that he has. He has like a big pickup truck. And I don't have a pickup truck. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't even put a pallet in the Durango. You know what I'm saying? And I can't have it delivered because where am I going to put it, right? And even if I could have it delivered to my storage unit, how am I going to transport that? I don't have a lift jack or anything like that. BB says, does Walmart still have hidden clearance? Of course. Of course Walmart still has hidden clearance. The question is not, does Walmart have hidden clearance? The question is, how much clearance does Walmart have? That seems to be the question. We'll be getting into that shortly, BB. Thanks for joining the stream, BB. Appreciate you being here, man. Let's get into this here. Customer returns pallet of nothing but laptop computers. Man, I can't wait to see this. Before we do that, let's just go into, before we forget. All right, let's go.
Extra special, we have a Target electronic computer liquidation.
Yeah.
So we actually were able to secure directly from Target through a platform where they liquidate their products, a computer liquidation pallet. These all came just like this on the pallet. They just, repackaged boxes by Target. But yeah, this was bought directly from Target themselves.
So I do know Target does that. There's a place in Florida. I need to do some investigation. There's a place in Florida where Target does that. And you can actually purchase these directly from Target. That is true.
Yeah, because this one has something to do with candy. Christmas popcorn bucket is what my box says, and it's certainly not popcorn in this. So.
But would you be upset that it was actually full of Christmas popcorn buckets and not computers?
Yes, I would be very upset.
I guess so. So since these didn't actually really come sealed, we already like verified it is computers because it was supposed to be all computers. So the total MSRP of all these computers, I don't remember the number, but it was supposed to be a total of $3,649 with, I don't know, maybe a dozen, 15 or so computers, all laptops. Well, we paid out the door $804.
Not bad.
That's actually really cheap. And the reason we got this so cheap was because there was no shipping allowed.
Right.
You had to pick it up in person. So we had to go to the liquidation warehouse ourselves and pick it up.
We could probably fit those boxes in the Tesla. Throw the back seats down. You can stick those boxes in the Tesla. We got to find out some information. That would make a great video.
So if you lived in California, you're not going to drive across the country to pick up this at liquidation because this should have gone for probably a couple $1,000s at least if shipping was an option.
Right. And so, yeah, I went locally, picked this up, and it turned into a little bit of a fiasco.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, it was like I had a scheduled time. I showed up at my scheduled time. I was all checked in. I'm waiting. I'm seeing all these people leaving, and I'm still sitting there. And the driver comes up, asks me, you know, what's my name? I give him the information. Okay. 30 minutes more goes by. Another driver comes up. What's the information? I give it to him. Still nothing. And at this point, we're at like 3.5 hours that I had been waiting for these two boxes
to come out on one pallet.
And I'm watching them bring out, I mean, massive pallets of things.
Home Depot pallets, Lowe's, huge pallets.
Huge things. And finally, the supervisor comes out and he says, what's the name? And I gave him the name and he said, all right, I'll be right out. So he brings them right out to me and he goes, yeah, my people just aren't pulling the stuff in order. They're just pulling it. Whatever's there, they're pulling it. And so he got me out of there at the 4-hour mark. So a little bit of a day wasted, but I did get caught up on emails that day, so that was good.
That's a positive.
But yeah.
That's a positive. So since this was pickup only, it went about $1,000 cheaper than what it should have gone.
Yes.
So that was lucky for us, but it was like 4 hours of wasted time. But we might, you know, we got it much cheaper.
Correct.
Much cheaper.
Yes,
which is a positive.
So with all that gabbing, let's show people what
See
we got. Oh,
so we
you wanna
have
do your box.
Oh, doesn't matter. We have not tried these out or anything. This is how they came. If you're interested where we bought these from, it's super easy. Obviously, it's local to where we live. You just guys search around how to buy liquidations around us, and it's pretty easy to figure out.
Yeah,
because people are going to ask about.
So that's what you're going to do, right? That's what you have to do. You have to search for liquidation. You're going to search for liquidation in your area. That's how you're going to find it.
I mean, it's not that difficult to figure out.
But again, I get a lot of emails asking where do we buy product, and we don't reveal our sources typically. Sometimes we'll give a little bit of information, but we do not reveal directly where we buy from because the competition is so fierce.
Yeah, Vinny says, let's see if they're making money with this, then we go. Yes, sir. That's the thing. You know, hopefully they're all computers that work. I'm assuming they're all computers that work, right?
This is not factory, so it's been retaped, correct?
Yes. It's a Chromebook 14.
So I'm not cutting the factory seal. It's
$800, just over $800 for these two boxes.
It's like retaped by Target and it was liquidated. So yeah, we're hoping that these are in here. We're hoping that they're not locked up. These will probably be dead. They won't have any charge in them.
It probably won't be long, and you'll see like our entire kitchen covered with computers charging.
Yeah, we actually will do a follow-up video to this one once we charge everything up, make sure everything works.
That looks
good.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Well, hopefully it performs well.
HP Chromebook.
Is that? Oh, it's a touch screen too. I kind of want a touch screen.
Which I told you, might as well keep one of these from this pallet. I mean, you might as well.
We'll see.
Because it is dinged.
Listen, Linda. Oh yeah, it's on. It says welcome.
Oh, it works. But yeah,
look at that.
During the editing phase of this video, I'll go through and update prices on the screen instead of like looking at every single computer one at a time. It's going to take a while. But this one, there should be some duplicates in these boxes. But this first one, HP Chromebook 14 touchscreen, it literally looks like it's brand new condition. So hopefully it sells for some big money. Hopefully. Yeah, but all these computers, we don't know if they're going to work or not. But go ahead.
Okay.
Knock one out.
And it looks like in my box here, I might have quite a few duplicates because the top two are duplicates. So I have, oh gosh, the next several are duplicates. So it's the Acer Chromebook 311. This one also is not factory sealed, so it has been opened.
So that's crazy. So literally these boxes could be empty.
This box may be all of those. No, they're not. I can see other things. So I have another one of the Chromebook 311s. And some of these might just be great for like students.
Oh yeah, some of these.
If you've got a middle school or a high schooler who it seems like everything is online anymore. I mean, these are not like super duper expensive, but something nice for the kids.
Oh yeah.
So another Chromebook 311.
I opened this one up. It was not factory sealed. It's been retaped.
Yeah, none of these
if
that
it was factory, we would not be cracking the factory seal.
None of these that I've pulled out so far are factory sealed.
Let's see what this one actually looks like. How many of these did you have in total? Like 4?
It could be just returns, right? Could be just returns. Maybe they guess people didn't want it. They opened it up, whatever. Maybe they needed a charging cord. Some people will buy it, take the charging cord out, return the other shit because they're scumbags. You know what I mean? People do that shit all the time.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've got another one down here too. It looks like the MSRP of these was $179.99.
Looks good.
Yeah, Chromebooks didn't go for big money. They didn't go for big money. The touchscreen was nice though. Touchscreen is nice for sure. But Chromebooks generally didn't go for too much money. But still.
This one looks to be in fantastic shape. Oh yeah. There's a power button. It probably has no juice in it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's
no juice.
It probably just needs to be powered.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are the ones that I have. So I have a total of 5.
This doesn't even have any like wear on the little nubs on the bottom. Nothing.
Wow.
I mean, because with these, more likely most of these are probably going to be like new condition.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance very good chance.
And as I go through all of these, I will restore them and get them back to where they have to be before I would sell them. And if I'm not able to, obviously I would disclose that information as well.
Yeah. So there's. I just wanted to show them one of yours.
Yeah.
Kind of what it looked like. It looks to be pretty decent. Yeah, you had 5 of those.
Taped up. Lenovo.
And even if the MSRP was what, $179, I mean, if it's even half of that, because you remember,
that's big.
Ooh, that is I didn't even look at it.
Oh my
Lenovo.
It's like a
15-inch.
inch.
IdeaPad, 15.6-inch laptop.
Yeah.
That is a big one. This might be your new one. I don't know if it's touchscreen.
It doesn't have to be touchscreen. That's a big box for that computer.
I mean, it is a 15-inch screen though. Looks like a nice one. Oh, there's no wear at all. I think this one.
Oh my God!
Damn,
that
man.
brand
Look at that.
new.
Completely brand new. Probably has no charge in it.
It hasn't even had that taken
Oh
off
no,
of it.
yeah, the camera still has cover. Yeah, I think it's brand new. Has no charge and needs charged up.
Oh my God!
You'll have to do, like I said,
that's crazy.
Video in the future, kind of maybe like update showing you all these working and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious, but yeah, this looks like it's probably brand new. 15.6-inch Lenovo. That might be $400 or $500 right there.
That's pretty awesome.
It is a nice one. That looks very nice. IdeaPad. As I edit this video, I'll put price down below of each. Actually, I'll just put down like what.
$700 selling new. Used, you could probably get like $500 for that. It's like new. That's crazy. They paid $800 for both these boxes.
What the new price is, not what the used price is. I say, like the new price for this is $500 per set. Obviously, won't be what we sell it for. It'll just be like the new price.
Right. And then, as we do the research and figure out what's going on with it, you'll see it listed on our eBay store. Or if you are interested in one of them and you want to purchase directly from us with a possible discount.
Maybe like 5% or so.
It can't be a huge discount because, we pay up for this and it's also our living. So.
And it's kind of hard to get this stuff.
It is kind of hard to get this
This is not easy to get. Computer liquidations. It's been years since I've been able to buy something like this.
Yep.
Years.
Yep.
Of course, it has all the cords and stuff.
So, but you can reach out to me, thewife317@yahoo.com, and we can talk about which item it is that you're interested in, if you'd like to purchase directly from us, to get that little bit of an extra savings on the item. So, all right. So it looks like all of mine might be the same.
Like
this is the Acer
kinda
Spin 311, and it is an 11.6 touch screen.
These are all the same Acer Spin 311s.
Okay, so we have a total of 4 of these.
Let's see. Crack yours. I'll crack this one.
Okay.
Let's see what they look like, condition-wise. I'm not too sure what Target's return policy is on computers,
I don't know either.
but I'm sure it's probably like 2 weeks, and it has to still be in like decent shape, maybe.
Somebody's gonna return a box of bricks, bro. Box of bricks.
I have no idea.
Because we actually don't know if these are customer returns, if these were demo models. We're not too sure. It's just.
Oh, this is a touch screen.
Oh, it's a much smaller one. Wow, this box. Oh, it has that thing you have to slide out again. It keeps tricking me.
So that's.
It's a nice computers, bro.
This would be a good one for like a student.
This is in really good condition.
Acer. Yeah. Same one. Acer Chrome. Fantastic shape. It has no usage marks on this.
Is this the power button?
And there's not a fingerprint on the whole screen.
Mine don't have any fingerprints
not a
on
fingerprint.
it
Where's the power button? Oh, it's probably here, I bet.
That could be demos.
On mine and it,
Yeah.
That is true. That could be demo models.
Like, most of these should need a charge because they've been in storage probably for a couple months.
yeah, mine's not doing anything.
It needs juice.
So, but yeah, these are.
There's the power button.
Oh, it's on the other
It's
side.
on the other side.
Johnny says, Vinny, cuz, where you going? Vinny's on his way to go get pallets of computers.
But still, probably no juice. Only so far, only one that we tried out actually has some juice, and which was the first one.
Yeah,
this has no juice.
This is dead.
Needs charged. I'd be kind of curious to see all these if they power up. So it's nice since these, I mean, aren't Apple. If these were returns with Apple and they were like locked in iCloud, then they're bricks.
Yeah.
But since these are like PCs, even if they're, let's say if they're used and registered, you can reformat it completely, which is one of the nice things about the PC.
Right.
Or at least that's how it used to
Which
be.
is one of the reasons too that I think I was a little bit more comfortable with moving forward with this purchase, knowing that they were more, you know, they were the PC
PCs,
models,
yeah.
and you know, hopefully we'll be able to, if any of them are locked, that we
Yeah.
should be able to completely reformat them. So
yeah, if this was all MacBooks, I'd be a little bit more leery about buying them all. I mean, we had to get them like super cheap.
Yeah.
That's true. You hear him? That's so true, man. Because if you bought a thing of MacBooks and they left my location on or anything, they're bricks. Like you can't disable that.
I have 2 left in here. 2 big. When did I get one?
okay.
Which one you have?
I have the Acer Chromebook 3
Touchscreen.
315.
You have a choice of a few touchscreens, it looks like.
That's pretty awesome.
Here's Lenovo 15-inch touchscreen.
Oh, that's the one you just
I did.
had.
Okay. Oh, it's the same one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 15-inch touchscreen.
The wife might be upgrading her computer to a brand new touchscreen. You would freaking like that, though, I
know,
think.
I really would like it. With what I do, and
I mean, you might as well keep one of these.
the amount of things that I do on my computer, just like my daily work, it would be very convenient to have a touch.
Is that factory?
Uh-oh.
No.
I was about to say this.
I thought it was.
What is this?
I don't
for?
know. I haven't
Oh,
made
that's a carrying case. Well, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a carrying case.
Wow.
That one might be the winner. It comes in the carrying case. So this is the same one we saw earlier. I think this might be the one that turned on earlier.
It is,
but,
I think.
Yeah, this thing, whenever you use a laptop, you know, and like you scoot it around, the bottom always starts showing wear. Nothing. Lenovo touchscreen. Yeah, this is the one I had earlier that powered on. I'm not sure how it turned on. It just turned. The camera still has the protective film over the camera, so this has never been used. There's a power button.
And here's this one. Again, perfect. The bottom is in perfect
$300
condition.
bucks.
No signs of wear.
Each.
Ooh, that looks like a nice one.
So this is the...
Oh, it powered on.
Oh, yes, it
Yeah, you
did.
touched something, you powered it on.
So it must be because it's the touch screen that it just...
Probably.
Yep, and it goes straight to the setup page, the welcome setup
Not
page.
locked up.
Brand new.
Wow.
So this is
Well,
looks to be, I mean, obviously I'll have
used.
to test them out, but it looks to be brand new. I mean, these are, I think this was a good buy.
Fabulous.
I think it was a good buy.
That's crazy, bro.
This one actually has kind of like a seal over the power button that says, please remove when first use. It has no charge to it.
Do you want to activate Chromebox, the built-in screen reader for Chrome OS? If so, press the space bar.
You got a freaking robot, darling.
Mine's talking to me.
I think it claimed you right there.
Apparently it did.
I think that's your computer.
Wow.
I think that is your
This
computer
is
right
really,
there.
this is really
Yeah.
nice.
Like if I was you, actually, this one also comes with. Or
That's my box.
That's your box.
Yeah, it fell in there.
Oh, but I'll say, yeah, you should keep either the Acer or Lenovo. They're both 15-inch screens. They're both touch screens.
Yeah, this is model number N19Q3. So
These are probably $500 a piece. I bet.
I bet they are.
Probably either $500 a piece.
I bet they are.
I think this was an insane steal.
I'm kind of really glad that
$800
we
for
decided
this.
to move forward with
Yeah.
purchasing this
$800.
because, you know, it's a little scary sometimes when you are buying electronics and you're throwing almost $1,000 out there to purchase this kind of stuff, and you know, it could be a total win, it could be a total loss. But I think
this was a win.
I think we've done okay.
This was a win. And all these I pulled out. I didn't show you, but all the cords were in the boxes.
Mine
I used to pull out the cords and stuff,
Yeah.
and it has paperwork in there and all that stuff. Of course, if we sell these won't come with like a factory warranty.
No, they will not.
Because you won't be able to have a receipt from the point of purchase.
Right.
So like, these will be sold as used, of course, without a warranty. So hence why they're going to be cheap.
These guys just made bank. With what? 12, 15 computers? They paid $800 for it? The fuck?
For prices.
Right,
too.
right. But yeah, this was a good, I think this was really a good buy.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of excited about it.
But yeah, we'll kind of do a rehash kind of a video, trying these things out on camera.
Yeah.
Seeing, of course, we have to charge them up a little bit and have a recap of. I'm kind of excited to see
We
actually
might-
what these will sell for
We
too.
might have a night in the
Feel
living
bug.
room with the Millers, charging and playing with new computers.
So if we have a chance to buy these in the future, we probably will. It might be a year or two if we actually have the opportunity to buy this kind of a liquidation again for the price we got it
Yeah.
for. This.
Yo, all right. Hey, my man took care of it. My man took care of business. Oh my God. Hey, G Bro says, would I be able to buy any of that with Food Snap? Yo, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Well, that was Pallets of Computers. Bought cheap. For $800. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta see what's going on outside for a second. Hold on. Oh man. So listen, I've been talking smack about Amazon FBA resellers. Because, well, to be frankly, these fucking resellers deserve it. The business deserves it, Amazon deserves it, and these fucking resellers deserve it, okay? One reseller, I came across this video a couple days when I was trying to figure out how I wanted to schedule the show and structure it the way I want to, like, structure it, right? Like, different videos. And I was debating if I even wanted to give this person a platform because, number one, I don't really know him. But the title says, I'm quitting Amazon. So I said, okay, let me put it in the queue and let's see what he has to say. I've heard this guy's name before from other Amazon resellers, and I'll show you in a second. But it got me thinking, if this was a name I kept hearing by other resellers, you've seen what's going on in the reseller world, right? You've seen the people that are what do you call it? They're just getting their ass handed to them, right? Tell me if you've ever heard this name before. Corey Gainham. I feel like I've heard that name quite a bit. And I'm not sure if I've heard it from people like Roma the Roamer or if I've heard it from Amazon Lit or Watch Me Amazon. I don't know where I've heard this guy's name, but I've heard his name from somewhere, okay? And I came across this video and I said, and I think I heard about his name when I was at a like a conference or something like that. I think I might have heard, but anyways, the title got me thinking. I got to watch this fucking video. So this is Corey Gainham. I'm quitting Amazon. Now, is it clickbait? I guess we'll find out.
After 8 years and 5 months of selling on Amazon, I have made the decision to draw my Amazon selling career to a close.
Well, that's the answer. Next video. Just joking.
Wake up! Now, in this video, I'm going to break down everything that went into making this decision. I'm going to show you why I made this decision. I'm going to show you my lifetime profit and loss. So every dime I've made selling on Amazon over the last 8 years, I'm going to show you my legit P&L. And I'm going to talk about what's next for me, for my communities, for my business, and everything that I'm doing next. Now, I want to preface this conversation by saying I am not one of those guys that goes bankrupt or that quits a business.
Ooh, that was a backhander right there, bro. That was a backhander right there, bro.
And still tries to sell courses and coaching on that business. There's plenty of clowns who do that, right? But
ooh, I like this video already. Let's just go back real quick.
Those guys that goes bankrupt or that quits a business and still tries to sell courses and coaching on that business. There's plenty of clowns who do that, right? But I'm not one of them. It doesn't.
Oh shit. He says, I'm not one of, can we just run it back one more time? He said, I'm not one of those clowns or guys that go bankrupt or quit a business and still sell a course. Ouch. God damn.
10x. Now, I want to preface this conversation by saying I am not one of those guys that goes bankrupt or that quits a business and still tries to sell courses and coaching on that business. There's plenty of clowns who do that, right? But I'm not one of them. It doesn't sit right with me. I don't think it's right. So I didn't go bankrupt, right? I'm going to show you my profit here. I simply made the decision to focus on other ventures, and I'm going to tell you exactly why.
I like this guy already. I don't even know him. We'll see if I like him throughout the rest of his video.
Now, I'm going to share my screen here and show you guys my lifetime P&L and break down every dime I've made to show you just how much money I've made in this business. So over the last 81 months, this is my profit and loss to date. So I've sold over $16,479,000.
It's a healthy number.
Worth of brand name products on Amazon. This is my actual P&L for my Amazon business. Lifetime net profit of $442,000. Now that's not my true net profit.
I was going to say, hold on. Okay, I'll hold my tongue then. Hold on.
We're going to pull up a calculator here. That's just the profit made from sales. Now I paid myself a salary every year up to this point. So we've got to add that back. So if you add back salaries and wages of $385,000, which is all profit that went to me because I'm the only W-2 employee we've ever had in this business. You're talking 385, 727 plus the net profit of 422,093 to give us 807,820, which is my true lifetime net.
So think of that. Think of that. Over $16 million of product over 8 years. And he's taken, now we're looking at this at face value, right? $807,820 from over 16 million over the course of 8 years. I don't know. Does that seem worth it? I don't know.
Profit plus all of the credit card cash back I've gotten over the last 6 years of just doing wholesale. Now, that's averaged about 20 to 25K per year. Let's just say 20K to make it conservative. You're talking an additional 120,000 in credit card cash back for a total lifetime net profit of just under $1 million, $927,820. And if we divide that by our lifetime sales of 16,479,343, we're looking at a lifetime net margin of 5.6%, right?
Oh, man. The margin is 5.6%. But that's wholesale, right? He said he was doing wholesale. That ain't no retail arbitrage. That's wholesale. I don't know. That's kind of a shit margin. It's kind of a shit margin.
Some people might think that's low.
Yes, it is.
At the end of the day, this is a high volume business. It's not a high margin business. I'll be the first to tell you that.
Well, it depends on what products you make. It depends on what product. I mean, if it's because you're doing wholesale, that's why. Yeah.
But the point in me showing you this is I've made my money doing this business, right? I've made a lot of money doing this business. And it really got to the point where I had to make the decision of, am I going to take the money that I made selling on Amazon and keep reinvesting it back into Amazon? Or
ooh, I like where he's going with this. Because this is what I've been preaching. Hopefully he ends it with a touchdown.
And it really got to the point where I had to make the decision of, am I going to take the money that I made selling on Amazon and keep reinvesting it back into Amazon? Or could I take that money and invest it in other things that I'm interested in, like real estate, like certain things in the AI world? And I've simply chosen to take the money that I made and invest it in other ventures and really close this 8-year chapter of my life. Now,
Let's go! Wake up!
Another one.
We the best! Double up!
I don't like Walmart very much.
He gets the melody.
not because it's not a good business model. There's still a ton of money to be made selling on Amazon. And really, I could scale to the next level if I wanted to. I know exactly what it takes to do that. One, I would probably have to shift to being more agency focused, providing more value added services to brands, which would require me to spend tens, if not hundreds of hours learning the marketing side of Amazon, because up to this point, I've always partnered with others who are experts in that domain to handle those deals when they come across. But in order to really scale to the next level, I would have to learn marketing on Amazon. I would have to learn PPC. I would really have to get
PPC is pay per click, just so in case you were wondering.
Get in the weeds on listing optimization and all the things that brands want. And again, it's possible. I could do it if I wanted to, but after 8 years, I'm interested in other things and I've chosen to take my capital and my time and invest it elsewhere. Now, with that said, over the last 8 years, I've generated a ton of internal assets specific to my Amazon business. I'm talking about hundreds, if not thousands of products that I've sourced, all my suppliers, purchase orders. I just have a treasure trove of internal data, not to mention, no exaggeration, thousands of hours of internal call recordings with my team over the years. So what I've decided to do is I've taken all of my internal resources and bundled it into one vault that I'm going to be selling as I walk away from this business. Because again, it took me 8 years to generate all of this information and to build this database. So why would I not monetize it if I'm going to be stepping away from the business entirely? So here's my offer to you. And this is going to be for sale for you guys to buy basically all of my internal proprietary information. And this is what you're going to get. So I'm
What is this turning into right now?
including every ASIN my team has sourced over the last 6 years of being in wholesale, which is a 3,838 line spreadsheet of every product we've sourced, including the UPC, the SKU, product name, and ASIN. I'm going to be giving away 170 verified distributors. Now, these are distributors that I can confirm buy directly from the brand. They're safe to work with. They are authorized distributors. You're also going to get 480 wholesale seller storefront links. So these are going to be links directly to the storefronts of 480 sellers that my team has verified are wholesale sellers. So these are literally the easiest, lowest hanging fruit storefront stalking leads you could ever find. I'm including 20 plus hours of VA sourcing training. Some of these videos are me training my team on how to source in English, and other videos are my team, Criselda specifically, training the rest of my team on how to source in Tagalog, which is the native language of the Philippines. So you're going to get some great training videos for you as the business owner, and you're also going to get some great
Damn, man. Even when they walk away from the business, they got to try to sell you something, bro. Come on, man. I want to hear why you're quitting Amazon.
Training videos for your team specifically. I'm also including 12 supplier cold call conversations. So these are 12 long form, unedited, real life conversations that
This is why resellers shouldn't be fucking YouTubers, bro. Boring. You have nothing on your back wall. You have a $400 mic with a fucking bookshelf with baby wipes, it looks like, on the back. Like you're wearing a gray, you're talking in a monotone, trying to sell me something. You have no accolades on your back wall, bro. Get to the fucking point. I'm watching this video because it says I'm quitting Amazon. So why are you quitting Amazon, bro?
I've had with either brands or distributors. And what that will allow you to do is literally just take what I say and copy it. Copy and paste the transcript, copy and paste the script, use it as your own. And last but not least, probably the most valuable component of the entire bundle is I'm including every single purchase order I've ever placed since 2019, which includes the full supplier information and the exact products purchased, including the SKUs, the part numbers, the ASIN, and the UPC, and a product description. So you're going to get all of that in this bundle. And I'm going to put a link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast, it's going to be in the show notes. Now, if you choose to buy today or within the first week of this video airing, it's going to be at a lower price. So a week after this video comes out, that price is going to go up. And again, this is my way of saying, hey, I'm transitioning to other things. I'm taking the money that I made and I'm investing it elsewhere. And I am making all of my internal resources for sale. And let's think about it, right? If you take even the smallest amount of action on this bundle, you're going to get a massive ROI. It's physically impossible to not make money with this list of products that I'm selling to you here today. Now, with that said, a lot of people are probably wondering, well, what's happening with my current brand direct deals? What's happening with the wholesale network? And when it comes to my current brand direct deals, I have essentially handed those off to Kaj Robinson, a guy who many of you know and probably like a lot. He's a great guy. And we've entered into more of a royalty arrangement. So I've handed off those deals to him. For every unit that he sells, I get a
Who gives a fuck, bro? You are not that prominent right now. Oh God, why did I watch this fucking video? Now I have to finish it because I'm committed.
Kickback, so that way I'm still able to monetize some of these brand direct relationships that, I mean, the main one that I handed off to him took me 5.5 years to land, right? So I still wanted to be able to monetize that relationship because I put so much work into it. Now, when it comes to the wholesale network, I have sold my ownership interest to Jonah Hodges. Now, for those of you inside the network, I'm sure you've noticed Jonah taking a much more active role over the last few months, and him and Kaj both, right, are incredibly well equipped to take that community to the next level. Now, I could have easily stayed at the helm of that community and continued to sell community and continue to sell coaching as someone who's no.
How the fuck do you have 3.4 thousand views on this, bro? I want to know what your retention is on that. I want to know what your percentage of video viewed of this fucking was.
Longer active in the business, but I knew in my heart that that wasn't the right thing to do.
Matter of fact, I'm giving this a fucking thumbs down because that's how fucking boring this video is right now. I was expecting, I don't know what the fuck I was expecting, but that's what happens when you watch another reseller. They start tooting. I'm already committed though.
Jonah and Kaj are still.
We got 2 minutes left. We can get through it.
Actively growing this business. They're in the weeds. They're crushing it, and they are much better equipped to take that community 100 times farther than I ever could at this point. God. Now, for all of you that have watched me on YouTube or followed me on Twitter, listened to the podcast, or tuned in any way, shape, or form over the last 2.5, almost 3 years now, I want you to know how much I appreciate your support, how much I appreciate every comment, every like, every retweet, everything that you guys do. I see them all. I see all the comments. I see all the DMs, and I appreciate it. I don't take.
Well, let's see. What do you have for comments here? You have a lot of comments? All right, you have a lot of comments. See? Okay. All right. At least he has a lot of comments.
It lightly, right? When I started back in January of 2023 putting out content, thanks to the help of Miles and Garrett, I never would have.
The buy box bandits. The buy box bandits.
Thought that I'd be in this position today. And reflecting on the last 8 years.
I'm just fucking up. Someone's gonna fucking tell them I just did that, and it's just I like those guys. I just like fucking with them, bro. They're too easy to make fun of. They're just, you know what I mean? They're pushovers, bro.
Years of learning Amazon, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've learned the fundamentals of business. I've learned finances. I've learned team. I've learned leadership. I've learned cash flow. I've learned all the soft skills of business.
Bro, yo, Vinny, he does. He looks like a Mark Zuckerberg from like a Temu Mark Zuckerberg, bro.
And now, at least in my opinion, it's time to take that money that I made, those skills that I've acquired, and apply them to other things that I'm interested in. It's really that simple. So for all of you that have supported this far, I appreciate you. I don't take it lightly, your attention and your questions and your DMs and all of that. So I do appreciate it. What's next for me? I've got a lot of interests, mainly in real estate and AI. Those are two areas that I'm extremely interested in. Now, I'm not saying that I'm just going to hard transition to some like real estate guru or anything like that, but just
AKA you're going to translate into a real estate guru. That's exactly what that means.
Know that most of my content going forward is not going to be Amazon focused. It's going to be focused on some of these other topics. So if you're,
I mean, kudos to that, right? I give you kudos to that, but what's the point of this fucking video, bro? Like what was it that made you quit Amazon? What was the point? I'm quitting Amazon, but like I feel like we're missing so much information.
Into that type of thing, or if you like my journey or you like me, follow along because I'm not going to stop putting out content.
I can't listen to it anymore, bro. All right, bro. You quitting Amazon. Who gives a fuck? Gives a shit. Who fucking cares, bro? No one fucking cares. You just rage baited me. You just fucking baited me to watch 10 minutes of that. I'll never get my life back for watching that. That shit put me to sleep, bro. That shit put me to sleep. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, bro. All those, I should have read the comments. They probably don't know what the fuck he's talking about either. Switching gears. Listen. Listen, man. I call it like it is, man. I tell it like it is. I try to, I do. I can't help it. It is what it is, man. You know, I can only be who I am. In scrolling on social media. You know, this whole country is all fucked up, bro. This whole country is all fucked up. Republicans, Democrats, everything's all fucked up. It really is. But what's even more fucked up is this one lady I've been looking at on social media. And I found a compilation of this lady. It is narrated with another guy, but this was the best one I could come up with. And I need to know if you've ever heard of this person, okay? She, and of course, she is a representative in California, okay? Her name is Katie Porter. Have you heard of this lady? This looks like the true definition of a Karen Barbara Patricia. One word. No spaces. Karen Barbara Patricia as one word. That would be her. Right here. Boom. Okay? This lady is so unbelievably crazy. What she says is downright funny. And I need to know if you've ever heard of her, number one. Number two, you're about to. All right? These are going to be Katie Porter's best moments.
Prematurely to air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that. It's
Oh my God, somebody walked in her shot. She just said that, bro.
electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot. Okay, I'm going to start again with electric vehicle saving us.
Of course she's from California.
I hope she wins. I will openly campaign for Katie Porter in California. I will donate to her campaign. I will knock on doors. This woman is a national treasure. What are you doing? Get out of my fucking shot.
I was just trying to get this out of your way.
Everything is fake news.
Sorry about that. Also, she thinks that she doesn't need Trump voters to win in California. Not the greatest strategy. Play clip.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win, man?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote. You think you'll get 60%. Everybody who did not vote for Trump will vote for you. That's what you're saying.
In a general election? Yes.
So you don't
I
think
feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative. What is your question?
Well, to those voters. Okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it. Thank you.
That is a typical Californian liberal. Cannot handle conversation. Her forehead, look at her forehead. Her hairline starts in the back of her neck.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Now, there's a longer version of this actual interview, which I found, but this is the shortened version, like her outbursts.
Every other candidate has answered.
I don't care.
See, that right there embodies why Democrats are losing. You can't handle a softball question from a left-wing friendly reporter. This is a common trend with Democrats. Just like Kamala.
This is crazy.
They refuse to show up and take hard questions. They are so used to the media just posing as a lapdog or their PR department. Say whatever you want about Trump, but he shows up. Joe Rogan, PBD, CNN, MSNBC, 60 Minutes. Trump and Republicans show up to debate. Even Bill Maher, with a left-wing audience, acknowledges this reality.
Now, real quick, I just want to tell you, this guy, it looks like a new channel, 141 subscribers, 92 views. He's got to record his shit in horizontal, man. This vertical shit, I can't stand it.
People ask me all the time, why haven't you ever had Hillary or Bill Clinton on? Why didn't you have Kamala on during the last campaign? You think we don't ask? We ask these people every week. They say no. It took 8 years and a petition to get Obama on. And these are people, all people I voted for. Think about that. They're afraid to come on the show of a guy who voted for them. The Republicans, they show up. And when they do, they take their beating like a man.
You haven't seen anything yet. It gets so much better. Here she is back in 2022, asserting that pedophilia is not actually a crime, but an identity. Play clip.
You know, this allegation of groomer and pedophile, it is alleging that a person is criminal somehow
and engaged in criminal acts merely because of their identity.
Oh my God, she needs to get her face, man. Man, just imagine, and she has kids, bro. This lady has fucking kids, man.
Their sexual orientation, their gender identity.
So just for clarity, there's a growing faction in the Democrat Party, mostly in the West Coast nutjob sect of the left, that refers to pedophilia as minor attracted persons, aka MAPS. They even have their own flag now. So
Oh my God, everybody has a flag, bro. Everybody has a flag. It's so
seeking to win over the votes of California perverts. And just for conciliation, I do not believe that the majority of American Democrats support this position. This is a fringe minority.
I don't know. I think a lot of Democrats do support this. Period.
Minority of the left. But apparently Katie Porter is one of them.
So on election night, I went to pick up my daughter from water polo practice.
See, she has her daughter, and she said her daughter picking up her. This is what an entitled douche this lady is. I was picking up my daughter from water polo.
And she's 12, and she got in the car and she was crying. And I said, did someone punch you? Like, water polo is a rough sport. I was like, did someone hit you? Did the coach yell at you? What happened? And she said, Mom, Trump won. Trump's going to win. And what if I get raped and I need to have an abortion?
If a 12-year-old is saying that, what if I get raped and need an abortion? If a 12-year-old is saying that, it's because you put that in her head. That is not something a 12-year-old just thinks about. You sick lady. Sick.
This is from a 12-year-old, my 12-year-old daughter. And so it was really a reminder of how scary this time is for people.
Okay, let me be very clear. If your daughter is worried about having an abortion at age 12, you put those apparitions in her head. And I'm sure that...
See that? Exactly, bro.
That's just a made-up story anyway. I really doubt that even happened. But she's
I agree
using
with
her
that
daughter
too.
as a political prop. Mother of the Year also wasn't exactly...
Daily Joshing said her daughter's probably a dude. Probably.
A model wife either. Her ex-husband filed for divorce in 2013, requesting a restraining order. Shocker there. Alleging that Porter routinely called him an, quote, effing idiot in front of their kids. Also shattered a coffee pot because the kitchen was dirty. She even refused to let her husband have a cell phone because, quote, he's too dumb to operate it. Now that's kind of funny. More of this, Katie Porter. I need more. America needs...
Imagine...
more.
Imagine... Could you imagine, like, being married to that thing? No, really. Could you imagine? I have no words. The fact that she tried to defend pedophilia, the fact that she had a 12-year-old and she said, what if she was raped? Obviously, you know. What if she was raped? Why is a 12-year-old thinking about that? Let me tell you something. I got a 10-year-old daughter. Oh, yeah. It's my favorite sound. I got a 10-year-old daughter. You know what she's thinking about? Roblox. She's thinking about her friends. She's wondering why one of her friends might be talking bad about her. Or why does she like... why somebody's saying she likes a boy when she doesn't, right? Little issues, right? Things that you have to learn how to deal with and cope in life, right? She's not thinking about what happens if I get raped and need an abortion. Like, you sick and twisted retard. But we might have some heroes don't always wear capes. And these next people... Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, a lot of people don't like these folks that I'm about to get on next. But it's an interesting thing because Kamala Harris, in her book, recently admitted that these two gentlemen helped her lose the election to Donald Trump. Yep. Kamala Harris mentions by name Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines and said that they almost single-handedly helped Kamala Harris lose the election. Now, we all know that Kamala Harris was not winning the election no matter what. But it's pretty interesting, and you'll see here, that she actually mentions their names. Check this out, bro. How Myron and Tate saved America.
Kamala Harris, in her book, stated that Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines are the reason why she didn't win. Picture of you, a picture of me, billboards, New York Times Square. I'm doing this. Everyone owes us a thank you. This is the biggest flex. Never let anybody say to you again. Next time anyone says anything to you about anything, say, listen, I affect elections, you don't. We win forever. Myron, you're a legend. You're a legend. Myron, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Bro, that's an epic find. That's a flex.
Generational
lifetime W for you two.
Yeah, no, I was actually on live and someone sent it to me and said, hey, did you know that you're mentioned in her book? And I was like, what? He was like, and he sent it to me and basically she was like, well, yeah, these two guys like took away the male vote from me and, you know, in her book and stuff. So
that's crazy, bro.
I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was like on stream and so they sent it to me and I'm like, what?
Let me make this a little bit faster though, because just so we can put it 1.25.
The hell? And well, number one, you know, I was shocked they were even reading that book, but I did hear from people that she was going to release this book and that she had like some criticisms for releasing too much information. You know, it was just really interesting. But yeah, dude, like it was just nuts to see. But you know, that era, you know, looking back on it, like that was a censorship era. Like that was one of the worst eras ever when it comes to censorship on the main platforms. You know, making masculinity a bad thing. It was just a completely cucked period.
Completely cucked, bro. And there was only a few of us who were riding against it. One of the things I don't like on Twitter now, because it's cool to be conservative, all these conservative bros write their long tweets about how important it is that you love your wife and you cuck to your wife and you need to love your wife. That's all they talk about. And it's just like, bro, during the actual culture war, none of you people even piped up. You all sat still and shut the fuck up and took everything because you were scared. It was only us two and maybe 2 or 3 others who were really gunning and riding and charging at the gunfire and suffering for it. Tristan and I were in Romania, which is a very corrupt country, so they caught us. Luckily, you were in America. But bro, they would have got you just the same. It was all a setup. It was all bullshit. And we were fighting against the entire matrix, the whole system, the censorship apparatus, the legal apparatus, the mainstream news. We were fighting against all of it. Just us sitting here with our big mouths. And it turns out Kamala admits that we moved the needle. That is a flex, bro.
I was like,
that's crazy, man. It is crazy. Listen, before Trump became president, the amount of censorship that was going on in this country on all these platforms, that Zuckerberg came out and said, yeah, the Biden was pressing us. Elon Musk, when he took over Twitter, renamed it X and found all this shit about accounts being suppressed and everything. Like it was like a real thing. Nobody can ever tell you that never happened. It absolutely did happen, and it's factual. Like there's facts to back it up. It's just crazy, man. YouTube even said that they were bringing back some of their controversial creators that were banned due to political speech. I mean, it was absolutely nuts.
Like at a loss for words, I was like, oh damn. But you know, that just goes to show, well, number one, how out of touch a lot of these, you know, Democrats or progressives or liberals are, because for years they had ostracized young men, right? If you guys remember that Gillette commercial from back in the day where there's like, oh, is this the best a man can get? And Terry Crews, that big cuck, he's over there talking about like, men need to hold men accountable, blah, blah, all this other bullshit. Like these guys don't understand that this type of content exploded in popularity because men have been ostracized from society for so long. Like women have been able to be incompetent, rude, not respect authority for literally years. And then finally, guys like us came out and said, yeah, bitches are stupid. They're like, you probably should have listened to them, right? They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. You know, it's like, yeah, but it's like, it took us saying women are for people to say, you know what? You're right. Women are right? You're saying they can't drive. And people are like, wait, every time I got hit by a car, it was a female driver. These guys are right. So all we did was connect the dots to things that people already knew. And we were able to help these guys, like, you know, step up. Now, thankfully, I would argue like young men nowadays are more based on like, I'm a millennial. I know you guys are millennials too. Like our generation, it was cool to be a leftist or whatever. At least these young guys now, right? They're figuring out like, no, being on the left is
yeah. Our generation was super. So they are based. So where do you think the world's going? What's going to come next? We won this big victory, and I felt like we won, and in some ways we've won, but we're still kind of stuck in the mud. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know, it's evident that we're still kind of recovering from the censorship, right? Like I'm still demonetized on YouTube, still banned on certain platforms. You guys are still doing this bullshit case, you know, and it's amazing how month after month, like you guys get your money back, then you guys get your cars back, then you guys, this case gets dropped, or this girl, you know, says, oh, you know what, I don't want to pursue this anymore. And like people still have the galls to sit there and say, oh yeah, these guys are totally guilty. It's like, dude, they would have been in jail by now if that's the case.
I never left you. Well, not only are we not guilty, we're actually more innocent than 99% of men on the planet. If we smoked weed, we'd be in jail. If we took steroids, we'd be in jail. If we had a BDSM room like 50 Shades of Grey, the average ass normie shit all these liberals are into, we'd be in jail. We don't do anything but have kids and ignore women. So because of that, they can't bang us up. We're more innocent than 99% of men.
Yeah, there's this meme. Every time I see these on TV, I'm like, he needs his hard drive checked. He needs his hard drive checked. Your hard drive and your phone and your data is the map, the blueprint, the roadmap of everything you've done and everything you've been into for years. They have seized electronic devices from me every single year since 2022. And my 2022 laptop and phone were 4 or 5 years old.
What do you guys think about the Tate brothers, man? What do you think about them? Like, in all honesty, do you agree with them? Do you not agree with them? Do you think it's a show? Do you think it's not a show? Do you think it was fair what they were put through? You know, I don't know if you guys know Myron Games or not, but, you know, same thing with him. You know what I mean? Do you guys like him, not like him? Do you think it was, they banned him on a bunch of platforms? It's just crazy, man.
Everything I've ever done digitally has been analyzed, most recently by probably the FBI and the CIA, because Ron DeSantis stole all my electronics that I had for the last year and a half. And guess what's going to happen?
I don't think that was a good call on Ron either, man. They were coming to America to come to Florida, and Ron DeSantis says they weren't welcome here. Look, I don't know if I agree with that.
In that Florida case, I'm going to make a prediction, actually, Myron. I'm going to make a prediction. This James Uthmeyer, this Ron DeSantis, they got on the news, they had their viral moment, they 3x their Twitter followers, they stole from American citizens, they told me I wasn't welcome in the United States.
Yeah, that was crazy.
My grandfather fought in World War II against the Japanese. They're out of their mind. And let me make a prediction. They have all of my electronics. They've taken everything they can get their hands on. They've micro-analyzed my iCloud in my entire life. And I bet within no time, these losers are going to have to say, well, he didn't actually do anything, and look like it's because I don't do anything.
You know, it's funny because I always tell the story, right? And I won't go too far here, right? But like I always tell the story because I spent like a month with you guys in Romania, right? Which you guys were so gracious to open your homes up to me, which I appreciate. Yeah. I got to see people say, oh yeah, these guys are, I'm like, bruh, like they were trying to get girls out the house. What the hell are you guys talking about? Like, you know, it's just funny. But whenever they can't, you know, beat the message or they can't, you know, they don't have enough influence or whatever, they have to silence you through other means, right? And thankfully, you know, I know people criticize Trump and all this other stuff like, oh, well, he does this first or he does that. I think him being in office right now is infinitely 10 times better than if Kamala had taken office. Because at least with Trump, censorship has receded a bit, right? And now we're able to, you know, there's guys that are like blown up right now, right? Our friend Nick, he's been able to, you know, kind of take advantage of this and be able
talking about Nick Fuentes.
To blow up, because if we're not censored, it's very obvious that we're going to win. Because let's be honest, who gives a fuck about these on the left like Hassan and Kyle Klinsky and all these other?
Oh, Hassan, I can't stand Hassan Anabi. Oh, that dude, man. Oh.
Losers. Like these guys are not dudes that guys look at and be like, I want to be like them. No, they're like, these dudes are soft. They want to be strong. They want to be able to get girls. They want to be able to have fast cars, make money, be competent, etc., and be able to speak their mind. And unfortunately, the reason why young men don't want to be a part of the left is because number one, the left ostracizes them. Then when you look at the role models on the left, these aren't men you really want to aspire to be like, right? These guys just aren't cool.
And yeah, like a lot of people criticize Trump for a lot of his policies. There's no politician in the world who would aspire to 100% of everything I agree with unless I ran for office myself. That's not how politics works. However, when you have a candidate, it doesn't matter who it was. If you have a candidate who says, you know what, the First Amendment is going to be respected. Freedom of speech, the Constitution, that's the bedrock of America. That is one of my initial issues. I'm going to make sure everyone can talk freely. That, despite anything else that candidate might say or do, opens up the ability for us to discuss other ideas. The ideas the candidate might not like, but we can shift the Overton window further. It may only shift a foot or two with his win. However, with the complete freedom of speech and the right to discuss ideas openly, every single issue on the American table in terms of what's wrong with our country can finally be discussed, and we can shift things further. So,
and you know, it's crazy too, because like, think about it, like with Trump, right? He dealt with the bullshit too. The Matrix came after him. After January 6th, I'll never forget, all his shit got banned, taken off every platform, damn near Uber Eats. The President of the United States couldn't get Uber Eats no more, right? They banned him off every single platform. Then they tried to put him in jail. He got indicted 4 different times in 4 different jurisdictions. And then you had all these bitches come out of nowhere saying, oh, he had some, change room in a random store in the 1990s. Exactly. And then she goes on CNN, Carol was her name, if I'm not mistaken. E. Jean Carroll, exactly. And Anderson Cooper asked her, like, you know, more about it. She's like, oh yeah, like, doesn't have to be physical. What the
oh God, man. E. Jean Carroll, what an ugly boop.
Bitch, that's an element of the crime. So, right? But this is where we are, where we're in a loony world where how women feel dictates if they could push criminal charges against you. If the president isn't safe, nobody is.
Well, actually, it depends, because if the women say, absolutely not, I'm not the victim of crime, he did absolutely nothing wrong with me, please stop calling me in for interviews, they say she's brainwashed and the man's a criminal, as in my case. So it actually doesn't matter what the woman says. It doesn't matter if she's crazy. It doesn't matter if she's, you know, making an actual accusation. It doesn't matter if she's taking back and taking away accusations and saying the man done nothing wrong. If it's a man that the system's got their sights on, they're pulling the trigger. It doesn't matter.
We need billboards. Myron, listen, we need billboards. Yeah. Kamala Harris, in her book, stated that Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines are the reason why she didn't win. Picture of you, a picture of me, billboards, New York Times Square. I'm doing this. Everyone owes us a thank you. Everyone
they do, bro.
Us personally, a thank you. We got mentioned by name in her book. She owes it. The world owes us. Imagine her right now with her cackling and her pantsuit. This would be an insufferable.
He said, imagine her cackling in her pantsuit.
Reality. Insufferable. We saved humanity from that plague.
The thing is also, I don't think people understand the significance of this. If she came into office, we would have been cooked, bro.
Oh,
and that's not just us.
Years, bro. I'd be jail.
Yeah.
His jail. Matt Gaetz jail. Trump and his administration, including Vance and all Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh jail. They'd all be in jail,
bro. We'd be cooked. And then not only that, like the recession and censorship that we're kind of enjoying now, it would have got worse because I remember when she was campaigning, one of the things that she was saying is like, we need to bring in these social media companies a bit, right? So they would have censored way more.
Yeah.
So true,
man.
It
was getting out of control. It was completely crazy. And
it was really crazy. It was getting to a point where like you couldn't even say anything on Instagram. You couldn't say like you're ugly. You'd be banned, 7-day ban for being mean.
I'd be nowhere. Elon would be in jail. Twitter would be gone. Probably Chris, the CEO of Rumble, bless him, would be in jail. Rumble would be gone. And I would be nowhere. I'd have nowhere to talk.
Well, the thing is too, Andrew, I don't know if I showed you this paper, but like Media Matters wrote this hit piece on like me, you, and a bunch of other people that make, what they call manosphere content. But they made a hit piece on us. And that's what like kind of started the whole situation of putting us on the radar and getting us banned. I mean, for you guys even faster because you guys were blown up, right? And they were like, yo, we got to get this guy out of here. But the government was absolutely targeting people that had any type of what they call alt-right or far-right views, which it's crazy nowadays. If you say women are, you're considered like far-right. Right, even though it's true for a majority of them. But dude, absolutely, the government was colluding and working with these social media companies to censor us. I know for a fact they did that to you guys. I don't know if you guys want to tell them which particular politician. I'll leave that to you guys if you want to tell them that. But guys, the American government 100% was colluding with these social media companies to get rid of certain voices on the right, for sure.
Of course, because if you preach the basic tenets of masculinity, even the most basic ones, when it comes to speaking your mind and going to the gym and sticking up for yourself and using your eyes to come to your conclusions as opposed to the bullshit data from the Matrix, they couldn't psyop a man who uses his eyes to come to conclusions into ignoring objective reality.
That's a Republican.
That's right. So if you push the basic tenets of masculinity, you're training people to not be slaves, and they want to make us slaves. That's it. They wanted us to sit here and say, Andrew said women can't drive, but the insurance data that we've made up and printed off in Google that says the vaccine safe says women drive better than men. And I'm supposed to sit here and say, well, every time I've seen a car hit a tree, it was a chick. Every time I get rear-ended, it's a chick. Every time I'm in a car.
I mean, is he wrong? Is he wrong? Do you really think women drivers are better than men? I doubt it.
With a woman driving, I'm terrified. And I'm supposed to believe this insurance data that they've just made up? No, I've seen with my own eyes. And that's what they don't like, that people are brave enough to use their eyes and come to conclusions. Because when you do that, then you'll say, no, that's not a woman, that's a... No, it ain't real, no one's falling over, everything's actually fine. No, you rigged that election, no one votes for that crap. Now you're not a slave anymore. They have to convince you to ignore your eyes and repeat what you are told so they can enslave you. So it's so crazy that us saying, come to basic conclusions based on your own life experience, go to the gym, stick up for yourself, and say what you think was seen so revolutionary. It was seen as so dangerous they had to get rid of us. Does that not show that their plans for humanity are absolutely heinous?
Yeah.
That you're considered a revolutionary for telling people to think for themselves.
Oh, I'll take it a step further. So when Trump was campaigning, him and JD Vance would often say on the campaign trail back in 2024, we're the party of common sense. And the fact that they campaigned on saying we have common sense tells you that common sense isn't common anymore, which is the whole problem in the first place. 99 genders, these weirdos serving in the military, not passing fitness standards, saying with pronouns, all this other bullshit. Like, it took the Trump administration to come in to say, we're going to restore common sense, make English the official language. Took an executive order to do that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine it took an executive order to make English the official language of this country. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Next, I had to assemble all the generals, bring them to Quantico to have a talk like, look, we're going to go back to what we used to be. That's why they renamed it the Department of War, because we haven't won a war since World War II, and that was the last name when we won. So they had to come in under the premise of common sense to get votes. But the fact that they're even able to, campaign on common sense is ludicrous to me. But that just goes to show you how off the deep end we've gotten as a nation.
Well, I hope we can save it, bro, because we're still stuck in the mud a bit. But you know what we need? I need to get over there. We need to do a fresh and fit old school.
We absolutely do, man.
Bro, we need to
Dude, every day I get a message saying, yo, when's Andrew going to come back with some girls? Which is going to come back with some girls? Come on, man, blah, blah. every day I get asked that, man. And obviously, you know, me and you talk behind the scenes, so we know what it is. But yeah, man, whenever you guys want, you guys are always welcome to Miami. And I think we're gonna break the internet if we bring one of those back.
Bro, this is so legendary. I'm gonna get the billboard sorted out. This is the biggest flex. Never let anybody say shit to you again. Next time anyone says anything about anything, say, listen, I affect elections. I affect elections. You don't. That's what I say. From
That's
now on,
crazy.
bitch nags when the judge tells me I have to go to jail. My last line to anybody is, I affect the American presidential election. You don't. I do. We win forever. Myron, you're a legend. You're a legend
too, bro. I mean, it's just.
Oh my God.
It's crazy because the fact that she named us by name, and this book is new, like it came out recently. That should tell you that you know, and that was a big blunder on her end. The Democrat.
Also, if you're actually looking for the facts, it's actually on the Kamala Harris 107 days. 107 days, I think it's called. 107 something. It's on page 176.
Democrat Party in general, but the fact that she mentioned us by name definitely makes, you know, shows, holy crap, like these guys she feels that we took voters from her. I don't think we took voters from her. I just think that she was delusional because she was not authentic. Like you guys were making fun of her before using all these different accents and shit. People just could see through that stuff. And at the end of the day, I think deep down, even women know this. No one wants a female president. Nobody wants a female president.
Of course, we have enough girl boss bullshit ruining America as it is. That's the last thing we need. But it proves all the cases against us from manufacturers, so it's going to massively help us in the future. I think it's going to be very beneficial to us. So thank you very much, bro. We're going to move on from the subject, but I know you have a stream coming up soon. You're doing another
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be on like 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's always fun to hop on and chat with you guys, and you know, I'll hit you on the side, and we definitely need to set something up
on your stream as well, because I'm going to talk about this forever. This is the biggest flex in history. This is hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude. Everybody, people think I'm kidding around, bro. Everybody owes us. I'm dead ass. Everyone owes us a thank you because like we were instrumental in keeping her out, and there's other guys too. I'm sure that you know, obviously told people don't vote for Kamala. There's a bunch of people on the right wing, but the fact that she mentioned us, I think that's a big deal. And then also keep in mind, like we're not really like political commentators like that, right? So like you know, we're not like in the tradcon Christian realm. So like we were able to kind of come in and bring these guys that might not necessarily be as religious or guys that might not necessarily be as politically inclined, and we told him, look, bro, you got to get out there and vote, because if you don't, even if you don't give a shit about politics, this woman's going to come in and fuck your life up.
Well, that's why all the Christian conservative bros attack us and they hate us so much, and they say, you know, because I don't love my wife enough and all this bullshit. But it's basically because they're jealous of our influence, because they don't realize that they're not cool. They're dorks. You're dorks. Nobody wants to be a pastor and sit there all day cucking to their wife. You think you're cool when you keep talking about the Bible. Nobody listens to you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. We actually moved the needle because we're cool and we matter. And that's why a lot of people on the right wing don't like us, because they're very envious of us.
And I will say this too before I get off, and this is what kind of annoys me with this stuff. Look, being religious is great. There's nothing wrong with being religious, whether you're, you know, Muslim, Christian, Jewish. If you're a pagan, you're weirdos. But, you know, regardless of what your religion is, the reality is that women have changed, right? And religion's not going to save you from these. So if guys aren't aware of how women move into a new normal, like you're going to be cooked. Like Jesus isn't going to save you. I would argue being a devout Christian hurts you when it comes to dating women and vetting them and finding a proper wife, because you're effectively handicapped, because the Bible doesn't prepare you, unfortunately, for what modern women are now.
Testify!
Yeah, man. It's just, and these guys hate us. Like we always get, oh, you want to be toxic like Myron Gaines and the Tate brothers and womanize, all this other bullshit. It's like, bro, we teach you guys this information so that you guys don't f your lives up by marrying a
yeah,
right.
Literally with these girls,
listen, this
every single time, it's some white church boy. It's like, yeah, my wife came to Christ. She's changed. She didn't change for shit. You think she's changed because you believe in Jesus' power to heal and change people. Now, I believe in Jesus' power to heal and change people within limits. There's no saving some of these hoes, Myron. There's no saving some of these hoes.
It's true, man, and that's a big red pill that guys got to get over. Like a lot of these women, and then now the other thing that's scary is that now it's a grift. It's a way that women make money. Like a lot of these, like they go through their OnlyFans whore arc, and then they say, oh, you know what? I'm converting to Christianity, and I'm going to be devout. They get baptized, and then boom, forgiven. So like now they have a financial incentive to sell that fucking bullshit purity.
And how many women did that? There was a time on Instagram. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? There was a couple of chicks that were like trying to be born again, trying to be saved. And they were like, oh, I'm baptized before I spread my legs for money, and now I'm saved. Like modern women, young modern women today are fucked. Like when there are so many poor examples. It's just, I don't know. It's not something I can even, I mean, you can't even scratch the surface with that crap, man. There's just so much wrong with how modern women think. And to be honest with you, it's kind of freaking weird, to be honest with you. All right? It really is. It really is. Now, this one, I couldn't even believe, and you guys need to let me know if your thoughts on this next subject. Do you think that the moon landing back in 1960 something, do you think that that really happened? Do you think the moon landing actually happened, or do you think it was staged? There's a lot of evidence that points to it possibly being staged. And to be honest with you, the more I see for proof, the more I start to question shit. You know what I mean? Have we been lied to the whole time? Have we? I like to hear Asmongold's take on the whole Kim K is the moon landing fake, but let's get into it because I do like Asmongold's take on a lot of things.
Kim Kardashian claims the 1969 moon landing is fake. I believe her.
I kind of do too. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I believe her. Let me see. What's this here? There's no way this is real, right? NASA responds to her claims.
The problem is it comes from a kind of a piece of shit like Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean?
I don't think we did. I think it was fake.
I don't think we did. I think it was fake.
Kim Kardashian.
For the record, do you think that we didn't walk on the moon?
I don't think we did. I think it was fake.
Huh.
Scary moment because it didn't happen. It could have been scary, but it wasn't. A million interviews with both Buzz Aldrin and the other one.
Do it. The other one.
This girl says, "What was the scariest moment?" And he goes, "There was no scary moment because it didn't happen. It could have been scary, but it wasn't because it didn't happen."
Damn.
Kim then tried to establish her case further by alleging that some of the astronauts are starting to flub their recollection of the events as they get older.
Oh shit, they forget about being at the moon.
Old, and now he like slurs on his thing.
Because he's like 85. This is him?
Why don't you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon? Why don't you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon?
I'm not trying to get
You tell him to get out of here.
This is a hotel.
We'll call the police.
We
pay. Come on in here. We'll call the police.
Solicit
Why don't you swear on the Bible?
By the way, he's on a public sidewalk, so anybody who's trying to kick him out can kick rocks, bro. He's on a public sidewalk.
Bible that you walked on the moon.
It doesn't, sir. I don't have nothing to do with this. But
What now? Why can't he just say, "Of course I walked on the moon"? Don't be ridiculous, right? Why can't he just be like, that's such an absurd question. Of course I walked on the moon.
But you cannot solicit on this property.
We just paid to rent out the penthouse to shoot up there. So
you can't solicit like this on this property.
keep shooting.
All right.
Here we go.
I go through my
Here it comes.
Yeah. You got to keep shooting, man. Okay.
Did something just happen? Are we not live anymore? What I'm so confused. What just happened right now? Are we back? What the fuck just happened? What happened? Hold on. Let's go back up. Oh, okay. Let's go back up here. What the hell just happened, bro? Oh, man.
He is 90 fucking 5 years old.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, bro. But I think we're back. That's weird.
So this means he was knocking people out in his 80s. This is an 80-year-old man throwing hands in front of the hotel. Oh my God, he's 86. 95 years. Yeah, he was 86 in this? Yes. Oh my God. So, and the fact also that he's still alive. 95? 95 for a guy is insane. 95 for anybody is insane.
Dude. Yeah. So I think it didn't happen.
I'm going to go on a massive deep dive is what's going to happen. Okay. I'm going to go on a serious deep dive.
Like, does anybody really take advice from Kim Kardashian, though? Honestly. I mean, let's be honest.
Center conspiracies all the time.
Then, when Kim got back to her trailer, she doubled down on her belief.
No.
For the record, do you think that we didn't walk on the moon?
I don't think we did.
No.
I think it was fake.
She watched a YouTube video.
Seen a few videos on.
Yeah. See, this is the YouTube video thumbnail, guys. You have to understand it. This is the YouTube video thumbnail. All right. So here it is. Let's go back, and then you're gonna have the moon.
Holy shit.
Cross this out. And then we need a cross, a golden cross right here. This right here is Hillary Clinton or a lizard, whichever one you really prefer. And it was right there. And then there's also Donald Trump, who's back here in the background. And yeah, that's Donald Trump right there. And let's see what else besides this. And then right. Then you have
that
2050 Revelation.
Picture perfect artwork right there. That's artwork that Kim K can yes. That's something Kim Kardashian can understand.
This is the YouTube video she watched. This is it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Wait a minute. Guys, I apologize. We need to have one more thing. Wait a minute.
Oh my goodness.
That's Obama.
Oh shit.
That's right. That's Obama. And so this right here, Bill Gates, nope, Obama. Yeah, exactly. And anyway, guys, so there it is.
And I want to point out, it doesn't say revelation, it says revelation. Just want to point that out.
And this right here is the YouTube video that Kim Kardashian watched.
Fat Cat says Kim K is his idol.
That convinced herself that the moon landing was fake.
Buzz Aldrin talking about how it didn't happen. He says it all the time now in interviews.
He's 95 years old.
But he could be taking that to the grave with him, right? I mean, is there some kind of truth, do you think?
He's 95.
Maybe we should find Buzz Aldrin. Oh my God, Chloe should get him on her podcast.
Bro.
He's like,
he's 90. Just let him relax.
Right. I agree with that.
Jesus Christ. Leave a man alone.
Conspiracy theory podcast.
No. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's definitely what he wants.
See, the problem is the Kardashians love to fucking ruin lives. That's what they do. No matter who enters their life, they just ruin lives.
Wants to do go on a conspiracy theory podcast with Kim Kardashian explaining that the moon landing is fake.
She also explained some reasons why she really thinks the moon landing didn't happen and asked people to fact check her on TikTok.
Fact check.
Why does Buzz Aldrin say it didn't happen? There's no gravity on the moon. Why is the flag blowing? The shoes that
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, the flag can be blowing, right? there's no gravity. That's why the flag isn't falling, right? Because if there was and listen, I don't know, it's weird, but if that flag was on Earth, I'm pretty sure the flag would be down by the pole, right? It would be draped unless you had wind, right? But when you have no gravity, the flag would kind of just like float in place, right? So I don't think that's a plausible argument on that one. Well, I don't think you don't need wind for the flag to stand upright, right? Because if there's no gravity, it's just kind of like it's gonna like stay in place. That's what I'm saying.
We're really going in on it, huh? How about that, guys?
What they have in the museum that they wore on the moon is a different print in the photos. Why are there no stars?
And what do you have to say to the people who are going to say you're crazy for saying that?
They're going to say I'm crazy no matter what.
Look at his face, bro. Look at his face, bro. I love it, man. I fucking love it, bro.
But like, go to TikTok, see for yourself.
That's your method. Okay.
Don't you guys? Didn't you see the video? Didn't you watch the video? Didn't you see the video where it says that the moon landing didn't happen?
I think he's being facetious, but I think there's some truth to the moon landing not happening. I really do.
I mean, you gotta know you're retarded, right?
Ooh. The 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing was a significant moment for space exploration and captivated the world. On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong, or the other guy as Kip referred to him, became the first person to step on the moon. According to NASA, an estimated 650 million people watched Armstrong's televised moonwalk.
My dad watched it with my grandma.
He famously said, quote, "One small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." Since then, several conspiracy theories about the space trip have been.
In 2025, man, why haven't we gone back? In 2025, why is it so hard to send something there now? And in 2025, so many, I don't know, man.
Debunked. For instance, Kim questions why the American flag appears to be flapping in the wind since there is no gravity on the moon. However, according to
what?
NASA, the flag was sewn along its top edge so a metal rod could slide through, giving the rigidity in the windless environment so that it appeared to wave. Some people also question why there are no stars in the photographs from that trip. But according to the AP, the shutter speed of the astronauts' cameras were too fast to capture the stars because they were so small. NASA used a faster shutter speed so that the brightness of the moon wouldn't be overexposed in pictures.
Yeah, sure.
There are other questions about the shoes worn in space. Well,
everybody knows that's true, by the way. If you so are they just debunking the moon stuff? Okay. Well, we don't need to listen to that, okay? I feel like watching a YouTube video isn't going to convince anybody one way or another of the moon landing, right? It's like if you're going to not believe this shit, like then I think you're already locked in, right? Like that's it. Like you're already locked in, that's it.
Say you're crazy for saying that.
They're gonna say I'm crazy no matter what. But like, go to TikTok, see for yourself.
That is a crazy line, bro.
Wow. There is no moon. That's what they say.
There is no moon. That's what they say.
Yep. And yeah, guys, go to TikTok. And I don't know how old this woman is. I have no idea. But man, probably too old to be believing this shit. But yeah, that's where we're at, guys. She's so proud of herself. Yeah. She's going around on this. And I am just, I don't even know what the fuck to say, man.
That pretty much sums up that video. I just don't know what the fuck to say, you know? Oh my goodness. Yo, who was taking advice from Kim K, man? That's what I don't understand. Who is taking advice from Kim K? Do I think NASA is fully transparent with us? No. No. But here we are, right? Here we are. Man, I think I'm gonna call it right there, guys. Oh man, what was your favorite video for tonight, man? We had some crazy. There's some crazy videos, crazy ass videos, man. I couldn't believe the food stamp joint. Food stamp was just, I don't know. They definitely faked some footage. That's what I feel like too. Somebody had said that they had that the Russians were tracking the U.S. and if there was any fakeness that was going on, then Russia would have intervened or did something. I mean, of course, unless somebody was paid off, right? Because no matter what, you can pay off somebody no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are. If money talks, bullshit walks. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, guys. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We were live for about 3 hours. Checked out some pretty cool videos, man. I really appreciate you being here. Definitely check out some of the uploads coming up. We got some more retail arbitrage videos coming up, some more reactions and all that good stuff. So we're here to have fun. We're here to chill. So appreciate you coming. Make sure you come back, like, share, subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Twitch. Subscribe to me on Twitch, Party, Kick, Rumble. Tonight we were streaming on YouTube, Kick, Rumble, Twitch, and Trovo. These are all streaming platforms. I'm not just on one platform. So I'm trying to build audiences on all these platforms. So definitely take a listen, or if you like another platform, definitely check it out there. Richie Hustles on all of them. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate y'all.